Okay, you guys. What are you guys out there talking about, man? I got some packages done. We're waiting on a client. We're waiting on a student. And let's go ahead and get our feet on here. Gosh, you guys are not being patient. I like the buffers because if I have technical difficulties, I have time to fix them. Are you there? Can you hear me okay? Today, guess who's coming in? Let me see here. Okay, hey Melissa P. Hey you guys, what's up? I'm reading you right here, loud and clear. Great. I like it when technical difficulties are not happening. That's good stuff. Alright, so we're waiting on 2 people here. Let's see here. What have you guys been talking about? Let me see if I can. This is as high as it'll go. I have changed my camera again a little bit. So that it's not blurred. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. It was dark pink a minute ago. Okay. Let's mute everything up here. So much, you know, there's so much to remember to do. You know what I mean? There's so much, man. Okay, so we've got that. Put that there. Put that there. Yeah, well, I understand, you know, you start a feed and, well, every time I start a feed and it's right on time and it puts me behind when things mess up and, you know, I wish it was a little different, but it's not. Live is live, I suppose. Only so much you can do. You can only do one thing. You only can do one thing at a time, and patience is what they say. Patience is a virtue. Okay, let me get this. We'll get a picture when Max gets here. We're doing Max today. We're doing Max. Yeah, you're not going to get notifications on all of them, unfortunately. Let's double check our tools here real fast. You guys got your blade brushes and everything. You guys ready to go with this? What's funny is that usually you guys are watching, but I'm doing all the work, right? Is there anybody that ever like pops up the video and gets their dog on the table and says, okay, we're going to do exactly what Dee Dee's doing? No, right? Probably not. Not on the lives anyway. Yeah, I guess he said need to brush off. They're going great. They're listed on my website now, Dreamweaver. I got them. They're ready. I prefer these black ones over the pink. I will still try other ones, but I do have them. And then I have them in a way so you can try a pair instead of buying a whole. What sucks is that, you know, when you buy a box of 100, I mean, if you're not happy, it's not like you can do anything about it, right? You don't get a refund, so you just have to wear them until they're gone. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it's cool that I'm able to let you like test it. You can test the ones that I've tried at least. There's some I've tried, I'm not even going to put them online, you know what I mean? I'm not even going to offer it. Why? It won't even stay on. They're sliding around and everything. But yeah, it's going pretty good. You guys got your face mask, get that on. Okay, let me see. Let me go do one more thing. I'm going to start my doTERRA. Let me get doTERRA going here. So many things you guys don't know. Get some On Guard. Get some On Guard flowing. Looks like our student might have just pulled up. Did you get who out there read the feed description? Those of you guys who want to contribute, make sure you make that happen today for yourself. Therese?
Hi.
Hey, what's up? I'm Dee.
Hi. Hi, it's nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you too.
Thank you so much.
We're live right now. Okay?
Alright.
Okay, so let me talk to you over here for just a minute. You're going to sign this. I'm going to go to the live and everything. So, yes. Okay. This is everything from the listing to make sure you read it. If you didn't really read it, read it over now. Okay? And normally, in most cases, I'm going to read it out to you, but I think that you have to read it. Okay. But anything, your name, CV, and this is my education. Not only am I a real estate agent, so the state of Texas can do that as well. You can say, I heard a client had this and this and this, right? But you can't say, well, DD has cancer, right? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you get that. Right.
Yeah.
Sort of, right. But my own way to protect what's going on about what's going on when you're not here talking about this stuff. Make sense?
Absolutely.
Today, no cell phones, no trash talking, no stealing, no photos. Okay? You agree to pay for this? You did agree. Fine. You're welcome to leave it anytime you're uncomfortable. You don't have to stick it out. If you're not happy with it, I'm not here. Okay? If I do not know how to handle dogs, say I don't know how to do that. Don't put yourself in danger. It may seem fun and easy over video, but face to face it's not.
Yeah.
You'll be live on video. You're live now. And you can say things like, I never knew it was going to be like that to you, or you guys have no idea, because they don't, you don't. You're watching through a camera, it's not, and if you shadowed other people, you get it all through, right? Don't you?
Right. They never allow me to do
Okay. You don't know anything, right?
I don't know anything, and I'm not hired.
And there's a liability there.
Yeah.
Right, so here it is. You take full responsibility for anything happening to you in an animal environment, okay? So you, if I say that you are Sharon, and you are, this happened to you, you can't work, so you might as well have a brush in your hand.
Yeah.
You might as well understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And if I'm like, watch that, it's real.
Yeah.
Because the human doesn't do that. The human's not like,
Right.
We're not doing that.
Right.
And then, if we did do that, do I break skin? What would you do if I bit your finger off while you were working, giving me a shot? You would freak out, right? And you could probably put that in your head like, a human doesn't whip around and fight your whole finger off. An animal will.
Yeah.
Okay? And then for the rest of your life, you're not with a finger, you're not with this, you're not with the side of your face. And so you'll see me, I've been doing it for a long time. You haven't. So you'll see me direct and be like, back up, watch the dog, don't do that.
That's what I want.
Right. back there.
Very interesting too.
Do you want to purchase your own? I can give you a, not that you need it, but this way you get the feel of it. I'm going to have you put on a smock,
Sure.
and then I'm going to have you, do you want to purchase your own cloth one? These I'll do
Yeah.
for you for $12 plus tax. And they're handmade by Betty Dyer in Florida.
Okay.
So you purchase your own, you want to do that, or you want a very temporary one?
No, I'd like to purchase a
Okay.
washable.
Yeah, so I wash mine, but I hang dry it so it could last my lifetime. Alright, so,
Yeah. Should
okay,
I do this now?
do that, do finish that, and then we're gonna look at some face masks. The date, October 2nd? When you get done, I'll walk you over, we'll look real fast, but Max is coming in any minute now. Okay, you guys, so I briefed Therese, and she is here. Where are you from, Therese?
Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I thought Wisconsin. Madison, Wisconsin. And I'll let her tell you a little bit about herself as we kind of work, because Max might be here like any minute. He's supposed to be here at 9. So she has paid for the Shadow, the groomer package, which I offer on my website. And she's lucky. I was able to get her in because she did not give me advance notice. She was like, 2 days ago? She reached out to me like 2 days ago. And I was able to go ahead and just fit her in today. So she's going to be here for 2 hours. And she's going to let you know a little bit about herself if she wants to. But she was in town anyway. And we'll find out more through her as we kind of work on Max. So Max is a pretty good dog. I would be leery about bathing, Max with her. So she's not going to do a lot. She's going to shadow. And it's really not like we're talking the whole time. You know me. I don't really like to talk and work. Except for with YouTube on, I have to kind of talk to you guys. So I'll be working and then letting her just shadow. Shadow means watching, following. That's what that means. Okay? So we'll kind of go from there. And I gave her 2 options. One, she can get a very, very, a very disposable face mask. Or if she wanted, she doesn't have to wear a face mask. Or she could purchase hers at a discounted rate, the cloth face mask. So she chose to purchase a cloth face mask. So I'm going to go with her real fast and let her pick one out. So I'll be right back. Okay, let me see. Let me get smock. I'm gonna let her use David's smock because his is so expensive and so nice. I'm gonna let you. It's gonna be a little larger, but it'll at least fit over well. And then your stuff, we can put your stuff back there once you get there, and then you can pay after. Okay.
Oh,
So I'll put that back there. And then this is good to go. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna pull these out, and these ones I know have loopies already. So you let me know if you like any of these.
and I mentioned you have more rooms to do.
Yes.
Now,
Here. See, do you like any of these patterns? You found one? All this sand, you're getting all this sand. No, wait. You see what I mean? Because, someone else is going to put this on your face. So, okay, that's all sand. Okay. This is the one you want, so you're going to wear that. Sorry. The more you move, the more that it's going to pick up more sand. Okay. I need to move that. Okay, come on back. All right, so come over here, Therese. You can say hi if you want to on camera.
okay.
Come over on this side. Want to tell them like why you're here, or
Sure.
what's your vision, or what you've been doing?
Physicians, nurses, fellow respiratory therapists, but I'm just at a point in my life where I'd like a career change and move in a different direction to grow. And I have a great love and passion for dogs, and I've been shadowing groomers in Wisconsin and Illinois, and I love what I see, but I understand this is very hard work, and I take it very seriously. One has to be a hard worker, mentally strong, physically strong. I'm working on being more physically strong, doing some weight training and so forth. And I start school, a formal pet grooming school at the end of this month. And I'm very excited. And so it is a privilege to work with Dee Dee today.
Can you guys hear her? Can you guys hear what she's saying? I'm seeing some technical difficulties.
Oh, you are. Oh,
But no, it's okay.
okay.
This is.
But I'm in the area visiting my father, and I knew that Dee Dee was 30 minutes away, and so I gave her a ring, and she was kind enough to get me in on a very short notice basis.
What, a day, right?
A day.
Oh.
A day. And usually it takes months to get into her to shadow. So she's a very kind person, and I'm going to utilize this 2 hours very, very well, absorb everything she says like
Cool.
a sponge.
So you were a nurse, and when you say I'm trying to get, so when's the last time you worked as a nurse? Is that correct?
Respiratory therapist.
Respiratory therapist. So as a respiratory therapist, when was the last time you were working in that field? How long ago?
My last day was August 26th of this year.
So it's just October 2nd.
So I've taken a couple months off to spend time with family and friends and travel,
Yeah.
knowing that I'll be going to professional pet grooming school on a full-time basis. It's a 16-week program, Monday through Friday, and I'll be commuting an hour each way
Wow.
every day.
Wow. So
I'm
you're
committed.
vested.
I'm committed.
Yes. And so you haven't even, so you've been shadowing some other groomers, right?
Correct, including
And-
the instructor.
Including an instructor.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yep.
So what do I want to say? Do you think, because you're educated,
Mhm.
do you really think that you could become a groomer without education, face to face?
I personally don't. I personally don't. I think for me, I like the structure. I like the textbook book work. I know I'm going to learn a lot about disease processes of dogs, how to educate clients. So
There, you can't, and you cannot learn it overnight.
no, you
So
cannot.
can I ask an average about how much did your school, the one you're about to go to,
Mhm.
those how many weeks?
16 weeks,
16 weeks.
Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day.
Right. So you guys hear this? You cannot learn to groom without going to a structured, in my opinion, a structured environment with a dog in front of you. So if you did a 30-hour class online,
Yeah.
What-
No.
what if you
that's-
spent $5,000 on a 30-hour class online and had no hands-on? Could you come out of that? You haven't even done it yet, but could you come out of that and groom a dog for me?
No.
Do you think someone would hire you to groom a dog if you just did that?
No.
Okay. So this is an educated person. Now I have to say, you know how I said this is what you need to do. It's not free to follow me, right?
It is
and,
not.
And you went and booked it in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
So you know how many emails I get about, I want to be a groomer, Dee Dee. Can I come watch you groom? Can I come sit and watch you groom? That value, when someone reacts as fast as you did, I would say they're serious. Am I right?
I'm serious.
So when someone is serious, it doesn't, no, I don't think if it was $5,000 for 2 hours that you would be like, okay, I'll pay for that. But I think that if you're serious into something, you were going to book the class. Am I right?
Correct.
And the stuff here that's really cool is, and I'm sure you'll learn a lot from a lot of people, but since I've worked at a veterinarian, since I've worked with veterinarians alongside them, and I've been running my own business for almost 14 years,
Wow.
then I think that you'll just see the structure that needs to happen.
Correct.
And then the way I groom is different than a lot of places, so you'll see that aspect. Because we're
Sure.
not checking everyone in at 7.
Sure.
We're doing one dog at a time,
Sure.
but we're crunch time. So each dog isn't here for 5 or 6 hours. We're done in a very quick frame of time, right?
Sure. Yes.
So that there's limitations to that. We're not going to do pom-pom heads and 3-hour dog grooms. We're not going to do that, right? We're not designed to do that. So what we are designed to do are senior disabled aggressive dogs,
Yeah.
or those clients in the local area that want their dog done pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They don't want to wait all day for them. So that's how I groom.
Yeah.
So since you've followed other groomers, then you know they also groom differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a couple examples of some different things that they did. They check a bunch of dogs in at 7 a.m. or kind of give me two differences.
Sure. Yes, that is true.
Okay.
And some of the dogs are confined while a dog is starting a groom.
Right. So everybody's caged.
So everybody, not
Or-
necessarily.
Okay. Everyone's different, right? We go back to that groomer is different. Like an artist, that groomer does the business they want.
Yeah.
They have their own business line, right?
Yeah. The blow drying is different.
Right.
Yeah.
In different places.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. And I've taken good things from all of
Right,
them.
right.
And have
But I'm
absorbed
sure
it.
you've learned some things like, I don't know that I would do that. You don't have to mention them, but I know that when I've worked with other groomers, I was like, that's cool, that's not really cool. I like that, I don't really like that. So then you kind of go, if I had my own place later, after I've worked under somebody for a while and I've gained enough experience to handle situations on my own, you might go, I really liked the pegboard, but I didn't like the baskets. Or I really liked that blow dryer, but I really would rather do a 3-hour groom and do fluff drying slowly for an hour
Sure.
rather than force drying for 10 minutes. You see what I
Sure.
mean? You might
Yes.
now see all that side.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool
And
to do
right
that.
now I'm in the education mode, so I'm in no position to judge. And
Right.
I'm just absorbing.
Right.
I'm very grateful. I have to say this. I'm very grateful for the groomers that have allowed me to shadow.
Yeah, exactly. Because I want to say, how many did you have a struggle to get in to some?
No.
That's pretty interesting because a lot of people have
No.
told me, no one will let them go in or whatever, So.
There's a tremendous need, at least where I work locally, for groomers. So I think they're just very impressed with my desire
Okay.
to, and taking a leap of faith by leaving the healthcare field after
Right.
nearly 3 decades
Right.
to go into a field of unknown territory.
Right.
But if I don't follow my heart, I'll never know what I could contribute as a groomer. And
Cool.
and
So this is
you
a
can't put
huge.
a price on that.
No, you can't.
You just
You can't.
can't. And life is not a dress rehearsal.
You get
gotta-
one,
you
right?
get
You're
one-
here for this one.
One travel
Well, you're
down
here
the
for this
road.
one.
And the biggest thing that I don't want to have is to live a life of regret, and I'm sure all of you can relate to that. So I'm very privileged for this opportunity.
That's awesome.
Financially and otherwise.
Cool. Tell us a little bit about, and then I'm gonna let you tell them a little bit about. You're doing a lot of talking. Are you okay?
I am.
I know you weren't anticipating that.
That's okay. I'm passionate about this idea and the journey that I'm about to embark on.
Mary's never late, so I'm gonna call her.
Okay.
She's gonna put me behind if she comes even later. So, hold on here. Tell them the career move switch. And you said something about physical, like you're building your strength up.
Yes.
Go ahead. What
Yes.
does that? Both those mean?
Sure. So,
Hey, Mary, are you on your way?
one of the groomers that I shadowed
Oh,
told me that there are 3 things one needs to become
Oh,
a
yeah.
successful
Yeah.
groomer.
so you're
And one is you
Oh,
have
what's
to have
that?
the patience of a saint.
you're what?
You have to have the
Oh, great.
dexterity of an octopus.
Are you with
And
that?
you have to have the strength
Okay,
of an
great.
ox.
So just come in when you're ready.
So I have the dexterity,
I guess I won't. It'll be alright. It'll be alright.
I have the
Okay, sorry about
patience,
that, Mary.
but as far as strength, I'm working on it. So
Why have you
I've
done
been
this
working with a
before?
personal trainer locally. He has had decades in this
You want me
field,
to just do a brush on today
he's
and
highly
stick it back- stick it
credentialed.
back over?
and so I've been at the gym minimum 3 to 4 times a week. I'm adhering to a very
Okay.
strict diet.
But-
We follow an in-body
Oh, no,
analysis
it's okay.
about
It's
every
okay.
2
I got
weeks,
it.
and one can progress my
Thank you. Sorry,
my
don't
fat
stress. Don't
loss,
speed.
my muscle mass strength that has hopefully increased, and admittedly there's peaks and valleys, but I'm committed, And yeah, I'm doing whatever it takes. I am reading material. I've bought books. I have I'm receiving magazines. Can I mention the magazines or no? Okay. But reading them cover to cover, and I'm very excited.
I would mention the magazines when you get a spot to talk about them. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure.
Makes sense?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay, sorry.
You'll get a splinter real easy.
Okay. See, I follow directions.
Okay, let me see your hands. Let's have you wear some gloves.
Okay.
I'm going to have you try these. Well, you might as well get to try them on while you're here.
Sure.
She's on her way. And
Okay.
it's my fault. I told her a different time. She's on her way, though. She's already headed here.
Okay.
Okay, so try these on.
Sure.
And you've worn gloves before, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yep.
Good.
With patient care, we wash hands, we wear gloves, and we don a new pair in between each client.
Awesome.
Each patient, so this is no different.
That's no different. Okay, so they look like they fit you well.
Yes.
They're really tight on my hands. So you can see just by looking at the camera, you would probably not know any difference. But her hands are a little slenderer than mine, maybe. And they look like they fit good. They're really, really tight on me when I put the pink ones on.
But they feel good. One thing you had missed it while you were
Yes, tell me.
reaching your client who's a little bit late.
It's my fault.
Which she said is her fault, Dee Dee's fault, but she
Own
owns
it. Own
She
it.
owns it. She's
You must own it.
accountable, and that's the sign of an excellent groomer. Okay, but I was sharing with them. One of the groomers told me, I asked them, what do you think it takes to be an outstanding groomer?
Okay.
And she said, well, I think it takes 3 things. I think you have to have the patience of a saint.
Okay.
You have to have the dexterity of an octopus, and you have to be strong as an ox. And I've got 2 out of those 3, and strength is not one of them yet. But I'm working on it. I'm seeing a personal
But I have
trainer.
to say, strength in physical, but strength in mental too.
Yeah.
So if you're like, turn around, you know what I mean? That dog won't. Cynthia at home, on the home front, I'm talking to them. So Cynthia, she looked over there, I'm looking at you guys.
Hi.
Cynthia at home will be like, Meadow, don't jump on my chest. She just had that open heart surgery.
Oh dear.
No, that's not working. I said, yell. And so she goes, no, because Meadow flew up on her chest yesterday.
Oh.
Because that whole, no, Meadow, doesn't work. So someone said, she has a really soft, kind, calm voice. That's great.
Sure.
But you'll have to bring out roo
Sure.
sometimes, right?
Sure.
You'll have to be not even loud. I'm loud.
But command authority.
Right. Like a firm. No.
And that's what I
Yeah.
need to work on.
So so when you say physical, I would say, because you said as strong as an ox.
Oxen.
So both here
Mm-hmm.
and strength.
Sure.
Yeah. And then you can also, depending on what you're trying, if you're beginning, and did you tell them about what age you are?
No,
You don't
I did
have
not.
to.
No, I will.
You're in your.
I just turned 50 in August.
So this is like, okay, so there's this thing that it's in a book somewhere. It's like, here's your 100 years. So then you're 0 to 18, you had those types of jobs. 18 to 30, you had these types of jobs. 30 to such and such, you had these types of jobs. And then you keep changing. But this is your life too.
Yeah.
You become these different people as you change and grow and learn and blossom.
Mm-hmm.
And you are in your 50s, changing your career.
After nearly 30 years.
Right. In one industry.
In one job.
Right.
At the same institution, which is an outstanding hospital. It's the most progressive one in Wisconsin.
Wow. So take that and go, are you ready for are you ready for this? Because it will be and then I don't know where you were, and so you guys have to, you have to think for it yourself, but financially you have to go, well, I would hope that you have a retirement.
I do.
From that.
I have an outstanding pension.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody out there, I know you guys don't have all that. The education background, the determination, the where you actually sign up for class and go for 30, you know what I mean? Not 30 years, but how long was school for it?
It was just a 2-year associate degree.
But you still signed up and you went to a school for 2 years, right?
Correct.
Okay. Dedication.
Yeah.
Time, graduate,
And
study.
continuing education throughout those decades.
Right. They don't let you just not go back.
Correct.
To, if you have a certain license, you have to go back and upkeep. Like my real estate license, I have to go every 2 years and get so many hours.
I did
so
need,
much-
yeah, I did need to keep up my license.
Right.
And I continuing education.
Right.
The encouragement of going to seminars and
Right.
conferences.
Right. So why would any industry, including yours, the one you're in, including you being a groomer, why would anybody else not do the same thing? So I have talked to at least 20 of the groomers in the local area, and at least 20 of them do not go to continued education. Does that make sense?
Why is that?
So I don't know why that would be. I think, my opinion, I would say money and taking the time off to do that.
Sure.
Devoting the time off, because you have to now not have an income.
Right.
When you go to school, you don't have an income. So there's no income, then you have to have money saved. If you don't save your money, then It just trickles down to
Sure.
how you're doing your business.
Sure.
So, you know, the plan would be you sit down and you write down all your bills and all the grooming that you need to do to pay the bills, and then anything extra, travel, vacation, training, school, all those things, which a lot of people don't do. And when you start opening your door and you're becoming a groomer, in my opinion, I've seen people just start working so hard that that's all they do, and 10 years rolls by, and that's all they've been doing is work, live, and they forgot to save, they forgot to take a vacation, they forgot to take a break, they forgot continued education, they forgot all these things, and they forgot about retirement, and they forgot about savings. Because one day when dog bite, what was it, Heather came in, she told us her story about being dog bit her pretty bad. A couple days later, in the emergency room, almost amputated the arm, and she stopped being a groomer at that point. So do you think if she did that work, live, and no plan, does she have any money in the savings account for the emergency room, for the visit, for the work? She said she was out of work almost a year, I think.
Oh my word.
And then she went back into just bathing dogs. So that's a completely different income, right? So these are all things that you should really consider and be in your mind when you're becoming a groomer or becoming anything. If you're young out there and you're just starting a career path, a one dog bite could ruin your career path if you do it wrong. So you want to know the experience. You want to be around animals. You don't want to just show up and go, I can groom a dog. You have to know what you're doing, and that's why I believe in what she's doing, which is schooling. That's awesome. Do you guys remember, did you watch the lady from Utah who came out here and worked with me for a whole day?
I did not.
She was opening a business. And she worked for, how long did she work with me for? She flew out. She Ubered over here, I think. We took her back to the airport. She worked all day. How old was she? Do you guys remember? 80?
80.
Yep. And she was opening a business in her town from Utah. And she said, she literally was like, the dogs are home alone, right? She flew out here to work all day and then flew back that night because she doesn't have a pet sitter.
Oh my gosh.
80-something. Do you guys remember that? 80. If anybody can go get the link, if you're really savvy, go get the link, put it in the video, the comments.
Sure.
But she didn't know how to hold her clippers. That's where we started at. So if we start at that, and she had already installed everything, business permit, all these things in her facility there. And the last thing she needed was some coaching. So it's scary.
Yeah.
I have not heard from her, but in my head I told her, I said, you do not know enough today to just do this. So I need you to know this is your endeavor. You know, this is what you've committed to. And you're not quite ready, but you be careful, because I can't stop you from having a soda. So if I can tell you, hey, you're not ready, at least I've done that part of it. I can't tell you not to groom a dog. I can't tell you guys not to do your dog's nails, right? I'll tell you, but you don't listen until you hit a vein, and then you go, Dee Dee said it for 10 years, don't do the nails if I don't have training. And I mean it, right? So
Yeah.
I haven't heard from her. I don't know what's going on. So
I wish
I don't
her
know how.
well.
This has been, 2 years now, right? Like 2 years ago. So
Wow.
I don't
What
know.
a leap of faith.
Right. But things could be good or bad. I don't know. You just don't know, right? So we can't but speculate. So this lady says, I opened a business at 53 and it's doing very well. I love being a groomer. I was an accountant for years. That's Gina G.
And there,
Gina G's in Australia. Hey, Dee Dee, love your channel. Woohoo! It's my soap opera. I know, right? I don't like soap operas, man. Days and whatever. I don't even know. So we are going to start any minute now. My fault. I must have been half asleep when I texted Mary last night to come at 9:30. We're still good, though, because my next one's at 10:30, so we're still okay. I've just used up her time, which don't worry, we'll stretch it.
Okay, thank you.
I've wasted her time, but I feel like she's given you guys valuable information here as well. Okay, real quick. So I've already gone through my blades here. So what you want to do is either before you groom, or you'll see me kind of do it as I groom. You're going to like clean your blades. You're going to use your blade brush. You're going to swipe out your blade like this. And let's put our face mask on. And you're going to do this Andis Cool Care lubricant, and you're going to spray it like that. This is a 40 blade. Okay. I'm going to show her. I already did this. So you want to clean it, right? Spray it. And so forth. And then I have mine in. Okay, so let's lay these out here. Let me clean this off. So I'm not going to spray inside here. This thing right here, do you know what that's called? This black thing?
I don't.
This is called a blade drive. So if you have to replace it, you're going to take all these screws off. Probably these two. These two will pop this off. And then you're going to have two screws there. Pop this off, actually. You're going to pop this off, take off two screws, and take that out and replace it. You'll replace. Do you know when you would replace this?
I don't.
You will likely replace this once a year, or if you see a lot of drag marks in your coats.
Okay.
Like zzz, you can see that zigzaggy, dragging. Okay, that means it's not cutting. It's not got enough rubber here, plastic or rubber, whatever they use to make that to cut well. Okay. On these, you can do a paper towel, or you can get a designated. Mary. Mary, you're the best.
Well, did you think it was 9? Was that an accident that you put 9:30?
It was an accident.
Oh.
It was at 9.
I almost checked my calendar on the computer, but I didn't.
Yeah,
Do
you
we need
trusted
to
me.
reschedule?
Because I'm never wrong like that.
Do we need to reschedule?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I have till 10:30, so.
Okay, is he a bath?
Are you sure you were? Yeah, he is a bath.
Am I sure what?
Did you just wake up? You didn't just wake up.
How can I
You look like you were flying like on a motorcycle here. No.
We've been ready since like
Hi.
8 o'clock.
Thank you. Okay, don't get a speeding ticket. You're going to Starbucks?
No, I'm not going to Starbucks. But
We're live right now if you want to watch.
Is he a bath?
He is a bath unless you want me to flip it.
No, I mean if you can do
No, we're
it.
good. We're good.
If you can
We're
do
good.
it, I'd rather sound.
Okay,
I want a doll.
so we have an hour to do him, okay? And so I don't like to dilly-dally, okay? And every dog's different. Hi. Hi. Every dog's different on, hi, yes. You're on YouTube. Let's take this silly
And
thing
what
off.
kind of dogs?
This is a Coton de Tuileries.
And see, this is how green I am, folks. I have never even heard of this breed.
So that she must not have ever seen his videos. So how many videos would you say you have watched on my channel?
I would say 10. 10.
10?
10.
Who can tell her how many videos I have on my channel right now? So, answer that. So why did you pick me to come shadow?
Actually, my best friend, I won't name her, but you know who I'm speaking of if you're watching this.
Is she watching?
I'm hoping so.
A lot. Try over 6,000 videos.
Oh, dear God.
So someone will say, Dee Dee, I've watched all your videos for a week now. And I'm like, no, I know you didn't watch them all in a week. Because there's I think there's over 6,000 right now. It'll be on my channel, my dashboard. Okay, so this is Max. We're both going to brush him.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going to show you first. You're going to look over my shoulder for a minute, and then I'm going to show you this side. You're going to do that side, and let's see how you do.
Okay.
We're going to share the leave-in conditioner bottle. Okay? You can come a little bit here. So you haven't seen, so we should have gave her homework first, but see how I got her in too fast? Okay.
I'm very
You're gonna
grateful.
start here and go up all the way over here like that, and then same thing that side, all the way over, then the head, and then the back, and then the tail, right? So we're gonna start at the feet, because how am I gonna brush this if this is not ready to go? I'm gonna lay this over that doesn't make sense, right? So, thanks Melissa P. Okay, so she donated right there for the channel. So here you're gonna brush, and we got an hour and a half to do everything. Well, a little shy of that, because let me see, it's 9:30, so we have an hour. So I'm gonna get my comb too. So now we're like crunch time. It's gonna be tough. So don't look at this. I want you to just look at this paw right here.
Okay.
You have to hold that leg so that there is enough pressure for you to pull and push the brush and let the brush do the work for you.
Sure.
You're gonna feel the snags in the brush, boom, 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 it's pulling. And that means you gotta keep brushing there. See, I'm working fast, right?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it slow, because we actually have to do this once, bathe them, dry them, and do it all over again. Which is a lot to do in an hour.
Yes. This is where experience is serving her well, folks.
Okay, right there, we've gone far. I'm gonna come in, look, right there, there's a knot. Could you see the knot? Can you see the knot?
I can't see
You
it,
can't
but I
see
can
it.
feel it.
Right
I
here.
can.
You can see there's, right, but you wouldn't be able to see it.
No.
Right? You can't see it. Look, you guys, there's a knot right here. So there, it's not gonna go through that. So you're not gonna bathe him with that in there. You gotta go find it and get it out. So little by little, pull it down. Little by little, pull it down. Everything needs to go through the brush. Check with your comb. See, it's gone, right?
Sure.
So he came in one time, several times over the last, I think 10 years I've been grooming him, or 9 years or something like that, or somewhere around there. I always exaggerate a little bit, but that's how my head works. So usually I just say, I gotta pull up how long, but it's been a while. So there was one where he was mad at it. It took me, David, and his mom for 3 hours live on YouTube brushing him out.
Oh my
And I said, right you guys, I said, this is the last time. If he ever comes in that condition again, he will be shaved. Or I'll send him home. Done.
So daily brushing.
Daily brushing.
That's the take-home message I received from you in the 10 busy.
Okay, your
videos.
turn.
Okay.
You can talk. Talk and you're going to do this side, okay? And I'm going to come check. You got to hold it. You have to hold that leg and stuff. And just watch the hike on the knee.
Yeah.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What usually ends up helping me slow down is YouTube, like doing YouTube and talking and stuff.
Sure. So I'm probably not holding his leg properly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is
You
that-
just want to watch the knee, and then let me see here. Yeah, so I'm holding his whole,
It's upright. Okay.
right, and then just like a little up here, and so it stays straight down. There.
Got it. Yeah. More leverage,
More leverage. That's a good word.
but keeping him safe.
Which is tough. That could be tough.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna do a little bit of that.
He's so good though.
Don't put your guard down. Right? Don't put your guard down. And just slide it under. You're there, you could just go boom like that, okay?
Okay.
Don't stay in one spot too long,
Mhm.
so I can come back and check and make sure you're not brush burning.
Mhm. What is brush burning?
So if I were to brush your head for 3 hours,
Mhm.
what do you think your scalp would look like?
It might be raw.
Raw. So brush burn would be a very raw skin from going over it so many times.
Sure.
And maybe even doing it real heavy handed. So you actually let the brush kind of whisk, 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 whisk.
Okay.
You're letting the brush do the work, but you're not digging like hard, okay?
Sure.
And I may be going fast and it looks like I'm digging hard, I'm not. There's a technique to it. So you try to keep the bristles from actually not hitting the skin if you can. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're just grabbing, 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 grabbing like that.
Okay.
Okay, so here we
Okay.
have to do that inch, inch, okay?
So hold
Max has had all kinds of people help on him, hasn't he? All kinds of people learning to brush gets to work on Max.
What a wonderful model. He has such a lovely temperament.
Just tell her wait till we go to the bath, huh? Something happens in the bath. Kisses? 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 I hear that. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Click, 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 click. It's a knot, isn't it? See? Now it's gone. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and check. There it is.
Sure.
There's the knot. Can I use a comb? You can use your fingers. You'll get used to it, but in here sometimes it'll bing right inside your finger under the nail. See, I'm lifting it all up so I can do that inch by inch. Too much water or brushing wet hair on a dog without conditioner and stuff is real hard. So just a nice quick squirt.
Sure.
That'll help just get that through. It doesn't do detangling and all that in my opinion. So let me check here with the comb back here.
And what is the name of that product?
I will talk to you later about it.
Sure.
So here.
Okay, so I missed that.
Wait.
Oh.
You have to, don't go at it like that. You have to do one down, right? So you
So
have to come down.
sections.
Yes, you must do sections, not as a whole. Let me check all this first. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna have you stand over here.
Sure.
You have to start low first and then work your way up. Do you see how I'm barely touching the skin?
Yeah.
The hooks there are there to help hook that knots and mats and stuff like that out and brush. And let the brush do its work. I learned this lady told me, let the brush do the work. You hear that knot?
Can you sense the resistance?
Yes, that too, but you can hear it. Right there. And then it'll be smooth in a minute.
See, this is why it's so good to shadow you with this dog, because of the shadows I haven't come across mats.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder why. You know why? Do they have them come every 2 weeks, or do they have them, you know what I'm saying, like, or
I'm
they?
not sure.
Mm.
I don't know.
You wouldn't be able to tell.
No, I wasn't.
Me and you, Gamey, what are you doing out there? Hear that? So here, see that?
Yeah.
So if you take this dog and bathe him, all those mats get tighter. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Because
As
I had
green as
long
I am,
hair.
yeah.
And if I had long hair and I had a tangle or a knot, I would have to brush. See, look at this one. See that? This one right here? Not that we're not going to get them all, okay? There's going to be some that we don't get that we're going to have to work out after the bath, because we're going to see in the blow dry it's going to be real evident that it's there. So here I'm going to use a mat breaker. Or you can shave it out, but you keep shaving it out, then it'll keep growing back short, it'll keep matting up. Because as it grows back, it follows the long hair,
Sure.
and it's going to twist and twist. Sorry, Max, don't get mad. Hang in there.
So if you were to critique me, I should have sectioned it better. Is that right? and then approach.
Stay in sections, because I think I saw you doing this already before this was actually all complete, right?
Sure. So section before proceeding.
Can we see?
And let the brush do the work.
Mhm.
Switch.
And then, so stay in that section, check with the comb this section before you keep moving.
Always check with the comb thereafter before proceeding to the next.
Right, so you're brushing here and then you come back and check with the comb. Oh, it goes through, great, I didn't miss anything. Oh,
Got it.
okay, especially between the toes here, the digits.
Sure.
Between the toes, it'll capture right there. And sometimes really in between the toes, we're not gonna see them until we blow dry. Unless it's like I'm shaving a poodle or something, and that's usually a problem area.
Sure.
So I'll look at that before I get him in the bathtub. So here, right? His hair is different. You gotta let it go through a little bit. There you go. It's so thick, that's why. Okay, so we're good there. That's kind of the tail, which we weren't doing. We're doing that last. Thanks. You okay, Max?
Yes, sweetie.
Okay, let's check the front hair.
That's so good.
He has to come, it's mandatory for him to come every 2 weeks with me. We tried the month thing, we tried every other month, no, it's not gonna happen.
Because of the density of his hair.
Well, because by that time, he's really a mess. And so the work it takes to do it hurts me and it hurts him,
Sure.
you know.
Sure. So daily brushing.
At home, it's a daily, it's a job. And this breed is, if you're gonna leave the hair long, it definitely is gonna be a job, right?
So even despite daily brushing with this particular
She
breed.
daily brushes, and look what
My
we're doing here.
goodness.
So if he doesn't come in every 2 weeks, it gets past where I can help him. It's like so
Sure.
out of control.
Sure.
A few days, I think she was sick. That last time he was mad, remember she said she was like sick for 6 days? 6 days, no brushing, 3 hours.
Oh my. Please tell me if I'm in the way.
Let me see. We gotta get you in the bath, okay? Hang it up. You have some static. Stay. Up.
I have a broken glove.
Do you? You have a broken glove. She broke her glove. She probably brushed herself.
I probably did. Just remember, folks, I'm green. Very, very green.
She's reading my mind. I was like, I've never done that. Huh? Okay, don't go anywhere here. Stop moving. You're the only one. He's the only one. I give him a little bit of 1% trust on the table. Is there any way you could groom him without something keeping him on the table like this groom loop? To actually do all this physical grooming and him not jump off the table?
No,
Is there any way?
I don't think so.
Is everybody that you followed had a groom loop?
Yes.
And you said one person was even a instructor,
Yes.
groom loop,
Yes.
right? Something has to keep the dog on the
Correct.
table, right?
Safe.
Yes.
For safety.
Right. Do you guys hear that? Those of you guys that don't believe in using a groom loop, I want you to listen real clear. If he jumps off the table, do you think he could hurt himself?
Oh, yes.
What could happen?
Oh, he could break a limb, he could hit his head, and it could be...
What if he hit his head on the concrete?
It could be catastrophic and fatal.
Absolutely. Oh, static we got here. All right, we're going to the bath, you guys. Take a break. It's going to be a minute. I might bring you over for the blow drying, okay? We're going to go to the bath. I'll see you in a few minutes. I'll pick you up. Let's go. Let me see here if I got this right. Okay, here we go. Watch the cord. It's all about the hair, man. Yeah. So much hair.
What is that reading?
Catan, death to the hair. I'm not gonna remember. So hard to remember. I've been doing him so long, so maybe I should bring him over here. Bring him over here for you. It's gonna be a minute, you guys. Okay. Is the light on over there? Yes. Okay, never mind. We got this. We're gonna bring you guys over here. I've changed some stuff. It's gonna be a little less lighting, okay? But hey, at least you get to watch.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Such a sweetie. You're so good. Thank you so much.
I know, right? Me and you gave me, that's so true. You're not gonna have someone do surgery. You're gonna wanna go to the best. Okay, so at this point, a lot of times I take off my gloves.
Okay.
What I found is that water still gets in my gloves and causes my hands then to become like a hot tub, okay?
Sure. Sure.
Okay, don't get mad yet, all right? Okay, don't get mad yet. You're just watching it. Okay. He will bite. But I want you to know, every dog will bite. Every cat will bite. Even that one you thought you knew so well.
You don't have any scars, though.
Not like that. He's smart. Pay attention.
So, what is your strategy?
Reading the dog. He's telling you something at all times. So there's a, you see the one, no one can groom my dog? Do you see that video?
I did not.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. No idea, girl. I'm gonna give you homework.
Sure.
I'll get. I have your email now, so I'll make sure I give you some homework
Oh,
videos.
excellent.
The ones I feel
Excellent.
like are very important
Okay.
to watch
Okay.
and study.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The more resources, the better groomer I'll be.
I agree. I agree. Especially if you're trying to make this right and do it the right way and make good income.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionistic person, so that's the schooling. I just feel
Right,
like
right. And not everyone's like that, so that's pretty awesome. I like that. I applaud you for it. So if I said right here, I don't want to get water in his eyes, so I'm going to skip his face. What would you say? Think about that for a minute. I'm telling you things that people have said. Do you hear me? I don't want to get water in his face, so let's skip his face completely and wash the rest of his body.
I would say that seems a little odd to me.
Okay.
Just on the surface.
Okay.
Right?
So I'm not skipping his face.
You're right.
But I wouldn't let someone tell me that. And lots of people have. A handful.
That you would skip the face.
That they would say, I don't want you to wash my dog's face. I don't want water in his eyes.
Clients, I see.
Or someone that doesn't know. Like, why would you wash their face? Why wouldn't you wash? This is the most filthiest place. And plus, that's the place you actually kiss.
Yeah, and
So we're going to hold his chin here.
and there's often eye drainage. And,
Yeah, and I'm going to show you right now with the flea comb. We're going to pluck all that off.
and isn't that where oil goes in the face?
I would say a lot of sleep. A lot more sleep and boogers and stuff. He doesn't have a lot, but there is some in there, and we're going to pluck it off here in a minute. So when you do the ears, though, I prefer to do them straight down. Try not to get water in the ear canal.
Sure.
It can happen. You're in the water. Okay, it's like go swimming, but don't get wet. You're in the water. It can happen.
Sure. That's what I've been hearing from others.
I'm going to use them. Tearless shampoo is just has less chemicals in it for the face and the eye area. Okay, so we'll do that. There's no scent to Tearless, but a lot of people feel safer going near the eyeballs with that Tearless shampoo. So it's always good to have just that. Then you have your flea comb here. You can pluck fleas, but you can also pluck those eye boogers out.
Nice.
Okay, when it's wet, not when it's dry. Well, you can do it when it's dry, but it's best when it's wet so it comes right out.
Sure.
That's Parvo and cleaner. So I just clean it so you can just get back to work here. And then I got this new thing. Betty Dyer, I'm doing a video on this, but Betty Dyer made these for me and they are on my website already. They're going to be your hose cover. If you have bought my hose, you can now get these for it. So when you're doing the face, it's going to turn it into just, instead of a lot of splashing.
Oh, I love it.
So I've been wanting that for like 4 years. So Betty Dyer, it's a go. We have them coming. She's making a whole bunch for me. So now, do you see how he's softer reacting?
Yes.
Can you tell?
Yes.
He's actually calmed down, and I'm not holding his face. So see how it'll just pour in here, and you want it to clear out the eyes for you.
Oh, I love it.
If you have my hose sprayer, then it'll fit. If you don't, you can get one and see if it'll fit, but it may not fit. But this is going to be in the other section on myfavoritegroomer.com. This is great for faces, see? Okay? And you're supporting somebody. Betty Dyer lives in Florida. She's, what, are you 70, 73, 75? Betty Dyer, if you're out there, you can put your age, but she's a little old lady out there in Florida that makes them for us. So support her by buying Made in the USA. Made in the USA, okay? Okay, let's get your bum here. So you see me, I am kind of getting it in there, but I'm not doing a bunch of this and that. You want to keep it straight down because you're going to have to blow dry this too, and you don't want a bunch of tangles.
Sure.
So you're kind of pushing, making the hair stay that way, not back and forth, up and down and all that. You don't want to tangle up the hair like this. We're not doing that, right?
Sure.
And then back here, you actually do want to wash the butt and make sure you got all the poo. If you don't want to do it with your bare hands, get a towel, a little hand towel. I always say, wash the bum. Get in there. If you're grossed out, get a towel, get in there. Okay, so I didn't fully rinse everything off. I'm going to use conditioner here. Again, you see how I'm keeping the hair where I need it to go later. Straight down. More conditioner here. Straight down here. Okay, don't shake it all yet. And then I have this brush here. The water damages the brush. So this is my wet water brush. It stays here. And we're going to brush with the water through here. You can see the water helps the brush go straight through nice and easy. I don't do this every dog, but a lot of dogs. Not every dog though. I especially do it like on curly dogs, long hair dogs, like that. Rinsing is going to take longer than the actual bathing, so you want to spend a lot of time making sure all the soap's off.
Sure.
Gotta turn around, bud. Turn around there. This really helps if you're going to do any of the big dogs, like a husky or something. Once you did the full brushing out there, you come in here, you're going to do the de-shedding and everything out there, and then come in here and still brush it all out with the conditioner. Oh, it leaves the coat real clear. Soft.
And I imagine just with experience, you'll know exactly what products use on what breed and so forth. It's not.
We can talk about that a little bit later if you want to,
Sure.
but you'll have to remember your questions, okay? Because
Sure.
we're going to forget.
Sure.
But I use the same shampoo on all the dogs. There might be some that we do the whitening, but in my opinion, I have never seen a whitening make that dog so white that it was any different than just using a clean shampoo.
Got it.
And I have done it all. I worked at PetSmart, you know, and we have all this different stuff like that. So, well, we did at the time. I don't know what they're doing now. Oh yeah. Under the armpits, want to check the soap. Under the back legs. Soap, dry soap, I don't know if you have this problem, but I do. If I leave any kind of soap in my hair or gel through the night while I'm sleeping, it'll be really itchy. So it has to be rinsed off all the way, or that may happen to the dog, and then the dog will be back in. Or they'll call you and they have a hot spot now. That means a spot that they've been itching until it's raw. Okay.
And I'm taking note, you have the nozzle very close to the body. It's not.
Well, otherwise I'm going to be really
Yeah.
wet.
And you're not getting a thorough bath, correct? If the nozzle is way up here and so forth.
Try it. Try it before I go get a towel and everything. Not sure what you mean.
Let's see.
Turn it all the way on. Now to spray it far away.
Yeah, it's not as effective. Good boy.
Okay, I gotta get the muzzle for this one.
Boy, babe. Boy.
Careful. I don't know what it is. Don't get mad, man. Let's see, turn around. Let me see. Up. Up. See, I can't go that direction, baby. Let me see your paw. Let me see. Oh, I know you don't like something. I don't know. You hear? You see it? I know him. So the camera doesn't see that. They're like, what are you just muzzling him for? What is happening here? Something's happening.
He's uneasy. He's uneasy.
He doesn't like the towel. See?
I wonder why.
so we've done everything. I had mom bring her own towel. I've had, you know what I mean, like troubleshoot it, and the answer is I will never know why. Okay, so the drying part, you guys know this is a very long process. Push mute if you don't want to hear it, or I could push mute for you guys, but I think we're okay. It's gonna be loud. Okay, you guys hang in there. All right, let's see here. Therese, do you want to buy your own? Oh, you have glasses.
I do.
You don't need these. Do you wear contacts? Very rarely. Okay, if you're wearing your glasses, you should be okay.
Yes, rare occasions.
Okay, good. She doesn't have to buy anything. Here we go. I got you. Okay, come here. We're gonna go over here. Up, up, up. Okay. You can just kind of spectate. Camera will be there. You can kind of go there. Just watch how wherever I'm blow drying, you might be like, she's blowing it right onto me. So then you go the opposite.
Sure.
So there are blow dryers that you can take however long. So I got the washer in, Kathleen dear. It's not hooked up. All right, I'm working on it. Okay. There's fluff dryers. I don't own one. I don't like them. That you have to be invested to take a while to blow dry. Like a fluff dryer on him would probably take me an hour completely to dry him. Try it. You don't know unless you do it.
Sure.
For me to say it is one thing, and then maybe you might take longer because you haven't been doing it very long. I know what I'm doing.
Sure.
So for me to dry him for an hour means I would keep him 1.5 hours, and I don't want to run my business like that. So there are some things that I do a little different that everybody does different. So they have this blow dryer, which I recommend. And we're gonna blow dry him with this one. This is my favorite. And I have it on my website. Anything I use, I sell. I don't just sell everything. Mm-hmm. I sell what I use, and there's a reason why I use it, okay? So later when you actually start investing in your products, you can say, Dee Dee, I'd like to purchase from you, so let me ask you some questions, and I'll help you with that. Okay. If you want to purchase everywhere else, but use my education, then book a coaching. Mm-hmm. Over the phone consultation, and I will coach you through this product you're gonna go buy somewhere else, right?
Oh,
Okay,
that's wonderful.
Does that make sense? Isn't that fair?
Yes, it is.
If you're going to waste my time, if you're going to have me on the phone for an hour, I can talk to you for an hour about fleas, let alone a brush or a clipper or whatever, then I don't get anything back, not even an order. I think that the trade-off would be you book a class then.
Sure.
And it's not a class, it's just coach me on the tools I want to get, Dee Dee. And you can go to wherever you want to buy it. But the only downfall is you don't know where you're getting it from unless you know where you are getting it from.
Right.
Make sense?
Right.
You buy off eBay, you don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
You buy off Amazon, you got to go what store on Amazon are you shopping with? Because there's a multitude of stores there, right?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
I respect your integrity. Straight up.
And then hold on here. Let's make sure it's tight. Because it'll go flying off. Okay. I'm going to do that in case you want to lay down. And like this, it makes a lot of noise, right? And then double down. And last. drive me nuts. Will you stay right here with them?
Yes.
Oh, we are trying to not keep this place so dusty, but at least temporary. This is too much here, right here. See if we can get this on our handle here. Goodness. Isn't that crazy what's going on back there? You guys see that? Okay, I'm gonna let you do something.
Okay.
Okay. Real light, you're gonna do this front foot right there.
Okay.
So you get an idea. I'm here. Okay? So don't blow by the eyeballs at all. And then watch where you're blowing it, that thing. Come this way if you're gonna do it. You're good, no, you're good. But you're gonna come to get, you wanna come this way. So you by yourself. I'm gonna right? You gotta have your hand on now. And you have to watch where the dryer's going, right? Okay, go ahead. You have to move the dog. You have to move the dog. What are your thoughts about it? It's tough, right?
It's tough.
It looks easy. Does it look a little
Yeah,
easy?
But
getting in there, now you're over here doing this. Look at your knees. Look at my back. All day. You couldn't do this. You couldn't do this all day. So you have to stand up, okay? And in this case, you might go with, and we'll talk about it, these table risers, you might need to measure them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your situation. Even if you worked for someone else and they had a table like this, 4 tables, and if it wasn't electric, you might go, I need to invest in my own stuff.
Correct.
I need to invest in my own table risers. Because you can't be doing that back breaking. No. Not for 6, 8 hours, 10 hours a day. No. Don't do it. Okay? Watch that. So
I would need it, definitely.
And then you're over here, because he's going to move. So if you're doing that, you can't do this. Right? So there's a lot going on that you can't see through a video.
Correct.
Tell them.
Yeah, correct. I need to be educated.
Right. There's no way that you could watch a video. There's no way.
No way.
But in this moment, you don't know what he's going to do. You're glad I'm here because you're like, Dee Dee's watching me. She's got my back.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
But if you were by yourself, he might fly off the table. And then when
Safety first.
Okay.
Safety first.
Got it. his favorite part is not the face. So I'm actually gonna go. Come over here. I'm gonna move you for a minute. Move this. You guys good to go here? Okay. Go back over here, Max. Up. Oh, it's a good boy. Good boy. Okay, we're almost done here, okay? You can come back. Now we can come back and take this off. If it's loose, this thing will pop off. Yeah, not direct, right? It's just all over the place. So just enough to get it a little dry, and then we'll let it air dry. See how he's like, he doesn't like it. You do that first, you're gonna piss him off, and then you can't do the body. Okay? So you do the head last. In most cases, dogs are not gonna like it. And then you have to have a client that's okay with, oh, it's fine. Some clients are like, why is my dog wet? And then you'll go, this is why. Is this okay, or do you want me to force it? You know? Because we can sit here and make him let me do it. But to me, that's a lot of stress. So we'll get a lot of these things out. So we'll get some of this dry. And I'm not forcing it. It's not forcing it that where it's direct pressure. That's stress. Stop. That's heartbeat. Right? A lot of stuff happening. So it doesn't need to be perfect. You'll see towards the end of the groom, it'll be just right. But you have to tell me during groom school, if you have a dog that hates it, they're going to still make you blow dry all the way. Because you got to get the cut. Yeah. It's just what you'll have to tell me if they do. Okay. You're like, yeah, Dee, they force me to blow dry them all the way. They don't let you skip it. When you own your own business, you can skip some things. When you feel like it's not doing them any good, you just skip it. I'm going to let it head air dry or whatever. But if you have a client, like I said, that don't like it, you tell them. If they still don't like it, then you just do it. And if they have a heart attack, well, it's on them. The briefing is there. Yeah. So this would be like your flush drying. You can see this would take a while, wouldn't it? Yeah. A while, just the face. Imagine we have the whole body. Yeah. This breed or this long of hair on anybody, you know.
I'm so grateful to be here.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
What an excellent dog for me to observe, too.
Mm-hmm. No. I don't have enough hands right now to control that if he got his head out, so move quickly, bring it back down, re-loop it. I tried to catch it before he pulled his head out. Okay, this is good now, okay? Here, put this back. If you get into the habit of putting things back where they go, then you'll find that you can work faster.
Sure.
So here, before we go out there, we're going to hang this up. Okay, hold on, YouTube. Okay. Let's get you onto the table again. Come on, let's go. I'm just going to leave this one on. You're already attached here. Great, you're here. If you weren't here and I was recording, this is why I don't do baths as often. Moving the camera around, put them in the tub. Put them in the tub contained, and then move your camera, and you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh my goodness, Max, you look like a mess, man. Look at your face. Okay. Okay, now we gotta do it all over again. Glasses are hung up there, this and that. Here's a brush. Oh, gloves. Okay, so there's that. Thanks, Deanne. So I just started using the gloves
Thank you.
after all these years just recently, and a video's coming up where I'm literally I'm saying like I'm done with these splinters, and some of them get so deep your hand's a bloody raw mess because I'm not paying for surgery to get it out,
Right.
and it was bad. This last one was so bad.
And there's splinters from
The dog hair,
the dog hair.
which is you over here doing to the table, right into your finger.
Huh.
If there's a little bitty tiny, which there is, if you're gonna work in a hairy environment, there's gonna be hair somewhere.
Huh. I didn't realize hair could actually cause a splinter.
It will through the glove too.
Really?
You just wait.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It just
Okay.
seems so soft and fluffy.
You start, okay, be careful on the brushing, but I'm gonna have you start on that side. Same thing we were doing a few minutes ago, okay?
Sections.
And here, I want you to kind of do something like stand up.
Uh-huh.
Is he too low for you?
He'd be.
You're taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. It's okay. I don't want you to
So,
raise
but,
it up for you.
no, I won't. I can't. I don't have anything.
Right.
But here, watch your back. Don't do this.
Okay.
Try to just come up to, you know, I see what you mean. Okay, so you work on this upper body stuff, but you will definitely want to raise something.
Yeah.
And it might be worth it to get, that table is, okay. If someone says they're working on small dogs, this is a table I'm going to recommend, or this size. This is like an 18 by 30, and that is a 36 something, 38 by something. So 36, 38 is the width here. So you would be leaning also, which hurts your back. So I don't do, as electric as and wonderful as that is, I don't do small dogs on that table very often because you're leaning a lot. So those of you guys who have helped buy a table, you know, I've set you up with whatever you tell me that you're going to groom, and we get you the table right for your size and your height. So in your case, if you do small dogs, if you work somewhere, you're kind of stuck unless you get your own something. So at that point, you can call me and say, Dee, let's talk more. You know how tall I am. This is how much how tall I am, and this is the kind of dogs I'm going to do, and then we can talk. But there's different. Watching you work,
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah, I'm 5'7".
And I'm 5'4", so you're leaning down more than me, which I would want you to have higher risers than me.
Sure.
The higher the dog, though, the more danger you have to be aware,
Right.
because there's a lot of space between there.
Right.
And if there's a wobbly moment, then everyone goes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm gonna keep watching you.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch your little technique here. Do you feel what I mean when I'm saying it though?
Yeah.
So I have her doing upper body and stuff. Hey, are you running a little early? Barely.
I think I was kind
We're
of
running
close,
behind.
but I might be a little.
Are you gonna sit and wait? Are you dropping off?
Yeah, it was 10:30, right?
Yeah. What I mean is, if you're gonna sit in the lobby, I'll let you sit with them. But if you're gonna drop off, I'll come get them right now and put them in a cage for 10
Oh, I
minutes.
can wait. Are you still working on one?
Yeah, it's okay though.
Oh, okay. No,
Are you gonna leave after you drop them off?
Yeah, I'll leave after I drop.
Oh yeah, let me take them then. That's my point.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just take them. Did you guys do a little walk out here? Go potty?
Yeah, I just walked in here.
Awesome. All right.
Being a scaredy cat.
Being a scaredy cat? Come on.
I remember this.
You remember this?
Jasper.
You already need a haircut, bud?
You need one, so.
Okay.
All right, you want to just let me know?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Are you holding on to my glove? Okay, I'm gonna put you in here. You're gonna wait for me. so. We have 10 minutes to wrap up. This is where we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll quickly. I know, Max. I know. So while you were blow drying, if there's anything, you can keep brushing. If there's anything we saw at that time, that's where we come back and really go. I remember a tangle. So I remember a tangle in here on the side by his tummy, somewhere in there. And just don't dig hard, just let the brush do the work for you.
And then I can recheck with the comb.
Yep, recheck with the comb. We have 10 minutes, Max. 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. 10 minutes, we got a lot to do. We got a lot to do, Max.
And then do you do the tail brushing last?
No, go ahead. You can get at it. Here, use the brush there.
So back legs, body, front,
Yep. Going like a rainbow.
and then the face. What did you think of the brushing on this side?
I'm going to come check it in a minute.
Sure.
Looks good, huh?
Beautiful.
You can read some out loud.
Okay, so these are some of the comments from the chat. I held on the pups even more after they smell so great. Not really tension, haha.
Not really what?
Not really tension, haha. Welcome Suzanne, okay.
Someone must have became a member.
Yes.
What's up? Those of you guys smash the like button. How many likes we got out there? Yep, I got that stuff for you, mailman.
I see it. I didn't have anything for you.
Alrighty.
You know,
Somebody was sick and
Have a
others
good
are
day.
checking.
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Clean the brush here. Bring it to over here. Keep that. And put yours with mine. Look at your face. Okay, we hang that there. Let me see here. Okay. I'm gonna get a 40 blade here. What are you turning that way for, Max? Okay, I'm turning around. Turn it around. Okay, stay there.
I love that stand.
Yeah? Have you seen it?
Yes. Only on your videos.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes.
So this will give some belly support while I hike the knee here. Dot, 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 dot. Just do a 40 blade here on the feet. Let me see. Back over. Back over, Max. He wants to get off of it, you're going to push him back on, like just slide him back over. But at least he can exit it. If he doesn't like it and he's really having a hard time, we'll just take it off.
Sure.
He's not strapped up, looped, and then positively in a position he can't get out of, yeah? Okay, and then here, we don't need his support to do the front feet, so we'll take it off. We'll bring it back under when we do the nails. So come do the pads here.
And in one video I saw that you stressed the importance of removing the hair between the pads.
Right?
Especially in older
What'd you learn?
dogs, such that the traction is there.
Right. Otherwise, if they're wearing socks,
They're gonna slide.
right? If they have arthritis and everything, right?
So that was valuable. Very valuable.
It's okay. All right, Max. Turn back around. This way. Turn around. Back again. Dog up stand. Stay there. Let me see your paw. Da da da. Da da da. Glasses. Okay, let me get my glasses on first. There you go. Because they're done every 2 weeks, so they're not that bad. Most dogs are done every 2 to 3 months, so it's a big difference.
Right.
Steady. You don't go by how long they look, you go by where the vein is.
Where the click is.
By the quick.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take this out.
Yeah, I have a pug who typically needs it
Oh,
about every.
I would Dremel the pugs.
Is that right?
I would grind those.
And why is that?
There's a lot of vein on those. It's not like a little vein in there, it's like the whole thing is a vein.
Gotcha. I
Da,
have,
da, da.
I have a black pug too, which makes
Oh, that makes it tough. So then, so as you learn to do nails, you go, let's try the Dremeling one. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. Don't. Let me see. Let me give me some look here. Let me see. Don't do it. Problem is there's so much hair. Up. Max. All this hair, dude.
Good work, baby.
Okay. Let's see a knot here. Sanitary. Come up to the 10 blade for sanitary. Sometimes you can't even see. See, that's tangled there.
Is that a very common area of the body for tangles to occur,
No,
or not necessarily?
that's where his scrotum's at, so he probably licking, cleaning down there.
Gotcha.
Leave-in conditioner here, Tad. Brush. See what we're working with back here. I could shave that whole thing, but I didn't. Because he's really hairy everywhere else, so I'm just going to leave it like that. But I did shave that out, this
Sure.
area right here.
Sure, yep. So you're just leaving it for
Yeah.
aesthetic purposes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It wouldn't
Such
look
that
pretty
it
if I
flows.
shaved his
Yeah.
butt.
It
And
flows.
everything else is so hairy and
Sure,
stuff.
sure.
Let me see. And I have a set dictionary of words I use with the dog. And once you start doing the same thing, so me and him have a relationship, and he knows the words I'm saying, I would think, after so much time. If I'm going to the tub, you hear me say, go to the tub, or we're going up, let's go up. You know, I'm going to go up, like, connect him. So after 10 years, that dog kind of knows each up means we're going to go over there. He may not be, like, that smart in the sense of understanding certain things, but some dogs get it, and you'll find he knows what I'm talking about. And now if you are privileged to groom that dog until he goes blind and deaf, then you will now have a relationship where that vibration of up, if you close your eyes and your ears, the word up has a vibration. Sit, stop, no, they all have a tone that your body feels. And so when you get like that privilege of being able to be someone's groomer till they're unable to see you anymore, all of a sudden you are like, he knows exactly what we need to do because you've been saying all these things or using your own and you don't have to say anything. It's just your a way you're working, the way you work. If you keep changing the way you work, then the dog's never going to memorize it.
Sure.
If you groom the dog once, there's probably not going to be a pattern set there. You groom a dog 300 times, then there's going to be some pattern there that they get used to. And one of those patterns you don't want to be is pain. So you don't want pain there every time they come in. So that's why if you have a dog that's real matted, okay, second time, third time, this has got to stop. Fourth time, I can't help you no more. So there's things and reasons why I'll do certain things. And that's in those 6,000 videos you still might want to watch.
Right.
There's some videos out there you're going to go, why is she doing that? And then maybe you'll understand why. Or you'll see, because you saw it in person, like, oh, I get it. There's no way I would do that. But since you have a background in healthcare, you probably would agree with some of the things anyway. You might go, you know what, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't do that either. You know, you might get it outside of someone else that doesn't. That doesn't work in healthcare, that doesn't work with other people or animals, they're just watching. They might not get it.
Thank you.
She has an upper edge on wanting to be a groomer, doesn't she? So the best part about it is if I'm Speedy Gonzalez, I see him in 2 weeks. So if there's anything that, not that you would miss anything,
Sure.
but anything that's imperfect, it's not imperfect because you're going to see him in 2 weeks anyway.
Sure.
So I did more of a cutting last time than I'm doing this time on his feet and everything to kind of give him some, it was really getting long and flowing and stuff. So I had done more. So now I'm just kind of shaping it to where you can see it's kind of grown out from what I cut it last time. Now a dog that comes in every 3 months is like basically a start over
Yeah.
because it's grown out so much, you know, it's done its thing already in 3 months.
Even in the 10 videos approximately that I've seen of yours, I love the fact that you educate the owners.
Right.
You know, your
That's cool.
firm.
Thank you.
Yes, that's very important. The take-home message I've received from the groomers
Really?
that I've shadowed as well,
Right.
and my instructor that I've shadowed, we're not to diagnose, but we are to educate.
Oh, that's good. So it's a shame that more groomers are not doing that on a video because some groomers think that we shouldn't share anything. I had one groomer say, if we let them know how to do everything and they do it all themselves, then why would they come back to us? So they don't believe in educating. Right? Do you see that?
Yeah,
Do you see where that perspective is? I do.
yeah.
But at the same time, do you think that I can take care of this dog every day? No. Do you think this dog is going to come in every day? No. So when there's an ear infection or something, if I'm not going to give an ear infection diagnosis and I say, well, there's a problem with the ear, then what's that pet parent going to know what to do?
Right.
Nothing?
Right.
So they come to me and I just take care of it? No, I'm not a veterinarian either.
Right.
So then I've got to tell them what I think it might be, and then what we can do here, and then what I recommend they can do by
That's
seeing a vet.
exactly what my instructor and all of the groomers that I've shadowed have done. So that's wonderful to see. That's just part of the element. That's part of the
It should come hand in
industry.
hand.
It should. So I'm fortunate to have had good experience.
That's great.
With that. Yeah.
Nothing unusual. Let me see this one. So since a dog comes in every 2 weeks, nothing unusual is good, right? Because
Right.
2 weeks ago, it should have been already showing me signs if there was something not looking right.
Right.
Okay, cologne. I like to do this cologne here. This is my reinforced cologne, my favorite. Just 2 squirts. Do you smell it?
Ooh, I love
Smells
it.
good, right?
Yes.
That's the same shampoo and conditioner. So doubling up like that, same shampoo scent, same conditioner scent. If you do conditioner at all, you all don't have to do conditioner every time. Cologne scent, we're talking 2 weeks.
Sure.
It should last like 2 weeks.
Oh my word, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
An average of 2 weeks. My dogs, they last 2 weeks, but Faith, she rolls around a lot more than everyone else. Her head won't, Saki's likes to be clean like me. So she'll be like tiptoeing. She won't get on the grass if it's wet, that type of thing. And you'll find if you use the same, if you use blueberry, then you use cherry, then you use grape, what's it going to smell like?
Right.
Right? Okay, stay here. Let me see
Come
that.
on, baby.
Mom?
Yeah,
Ah, for perfect timing.
I was sitting out watching.
Oh, were you? Mom was watching live?
I was. I didn't watch all of it because I had an errand to run and I was watching.
Hold on. I got to figure this thing out. This is why, harnesses, I hate harnesses, but everyone's
You
different.
want me to do his harness? It's kind of weird.
No, I think I got it. This one goes over here. Okay. Okay, stay there a second. Can you
Yeah.
hold him a second?
You bet.
Stay there, Max. Smile at me. Jeez. Max.
Max. Hey, sweetheart.
There you go.
Do, do, do.
Okay, stay there for me. I swear I brought my phone over there.
It's okay. It's okay. I've got you, baby. I've got you. I've got you. We're
As he
safe.
flies off the table. Max! Right here. Look
Quack.
right here.
Quack.
You need to be behind. Quack! Quack! I have squeakers. Hello, Dee Dee.
You know,
Okay.
that's what the professional guy did.
I
When he
have
took the- When
squeakers.
he took the pictures, he
I
had
do
the
have
quacker
squeakers here.
squeaker.
All right, Mama, you're good to go. Love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Love you so much. Thanks for the tip. I appreciate you.
You too.
Do you have a water?
Good to go.
I do.
Do you have a water? Go get a drink of water.
Okay.
I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink and then we're rolling. You can take your time though. Okay, you guys. Quick drink break. And this is from 7-Eleven. They're David's favorites. It's cold organic pressed juice. Really healthy. I mean, we're talking some vegetables up in here, so no artificial flavors. You know. Mm. Hey, Callie. Callie, I texted your friend, and we're talking a little bit. So I've started that. Excuse me. Chug your green vegetables, people. Okay, let's get our next client out. I want to say he's something.
All right.
Let me get his file. Okay. I gotta read his file here. This is Jasper. He's an 8-year-old Maltese. Let me do a hear this thing. Back over this. now that Suzanne's like, I'm not qualified. I'm not qualified, but I've been grooming my Cocker Spaniel for 10 years. I don't, I got to tell you guys a story, but it's too long. David might be able to tell you. David, you want to tell the story about the master groomer? I told you guys this story. How many of you guys heard this story? So we went to, what was it, Pasadena, California, showed the dog up stand. You can get the dog up stand at dogupstand.com. So we went to Pasadena, California, had the dog up stand at a booth, and was it Pasadena? And we had the large one, and a giant schnauzer came over. That sucker was like 150 pounds, easy, right? Like 125 pounds, 150 pounds. And he wanted to test the large dog up stand, which he bought, by the way. And we put it under, we borrowed a table there from somebody that was selling tables. We got him up there. We did it. It was all on YouTube. And the gentleman gave us his card, and it said Master Groomer in Hollywood, California. And I was like, oh, you're a Master Groomer? He's like, I said, did you get certified? He goes, no, I didn't get certified. I'm a Master Groomer of my own Master Grooming. You know what I mean? So he defines his own master. He put it on his business card. And I was just like, yeah. And so I went back over to my booth, and the lady next to me, who has black lung, she said, she's been grooming so long, she has black lung, and she said, who's to tell you whether you are or you are not a master groomer? So, who's to tell you that you may not have a license, but who's to tell you that you are good or not good because you didn't get a license? Some of us who have self-taught, who have learned how to do something, you may have done it without education, but 20 years in, and you learned now how to do it, and you are a master at what you're doing, then you are you're doing what someone still had to go to college and do. You may have had more nicks and injuries than the average groomer, or in any industry. You want to learn how to weld on your own. You might have a few more burns than you would have if you had gone to school to be a welder, right? Right? But there's people that learned how to do something. You can't take that education or experience back now, right? Okay, so here we go. Let's get this file going. Okay. This is one of those, this is like, oh, this is going to be, okay. So, we had, first time was a matted groom. Dad had cut him, old Maltese. Just neutered this week. Hates his feet and ears messed with. Summer was matted, like maybe on his head. Matted to the gill. Did a 10 all over.
Oh boy.
Comfy cone. So, I mean, he was bucking. Okay, here we go. Jasper, super sweet, matted, 7 all over, 4 guard reverse taper head. Then we came back, brought his other dog, tried to bite me. Moves around a lot, hard to handle. Must do parent assist if it continues. 4 guard all over to toe. 4 guard all over, head to toe. Jasper was awesome, okay? We're doing Jasper today, so that's good. Millianne, 10 all over, matted. Took time to snack, comfy cone. Kissed me that time. Ooh, improvement. So now this time we're doing Jasper again, and we prefer that 4 guard all over, but we want to make sure he's not matted. Okay, here we go.
So these are notes you take after each groom?
Every single time.
Kind of like charting in healthcare.
Absolutely. I would get my hair cut with the same lady over years, and every time I walk in there, it would be like, she'd be like, okay, what do you want? And I'll be like, can you just write it down? You see me once, I see you once, and I still don't know what I want, but I come in here just once, and I'm like, you, every time doesn't change.
Right.
I mean, most times it doesn't change. I don't have a matted head either. You know? If you come in matted, everything changes. If you don't come in matted, then we can do different things. You can have fun with it. Simple lead. I'm getting a simple lead to get him out of the kennel. I'm never gonna lean my face into the kennel ever.
Okay. Okay.
Ever. Okay. Shut the door in case he gets out and runs around. Here, Jasper. Good boy. Can you come out of there? Come on. Can you come out? Oh, your nails are that long, huh? Okay. You're worried? Hey, Jasper. Here. Hey. Are you okay? His nails are really long. They're hooking. Come on. You're worried?
So someone said the cologne that Dee Dee has on her website and uses on every dog is the best. I definitely recommend it.
Oh, awesome.
If you
Yeah.
have it.
Yummy, yum, yum.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetie.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, sweetie.
Who's that?
Hi, friend.
All right, let me just check his coat here. See what we're working with. It's back here. This is always a problem back here.
And why do you think that is in particular?
Laying, sleeping, laying on his side, blankets.
Gotcha.
Or if this is good, then we're not brushing good enough back here.
Okay.
Like this is good. It's a little tight, but it's been brushed. It doesn't look like this. Can you tell the difference between this,
Yeah.
this, and this?
Mhm.
Something's happening here. I'm gonna shave all that anyway.
Sure.
Hey, what are you doing, Jasper? Bring you guys down this way. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna mess around with it a little bit here. We're gonna do a 10 blade. We're gonna come with the 4 guards. Okay, come down this way. Hold like a pencil. Come down lower. Yep. 2 hands. Put your hand on the dog. Nope, put your hand on the dog. Right there. It's not right there. Come down lower. Come down here. Come down here. Your hand, come down here. Not right here. Down the back, come down. All the way strokes, not short strokes. Long strokes. Don't dig too hard. Nope, I already did that. Go over there, right here. Stay on the body. Stay on the body. Yeah, stay on the body.
Okay.
Nope, stay all the way on the body.
I'm hesitant.
Put your other hand on the dog. In there. Easy. Stop going so fast. There you go. Easy. Right there is the skin flap. And now up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Down the arm. There you go. Down the arm. There you go. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. Down the arm. Stay on the body. There you go. All the way down. Okay, it's good. How do you feel?
That's the first time I've ever held.
I know. You said they wouldn't let you do anything. I have to give you
for
some
life.
taste. You have to. Have, if you want to change your life, you better get some taste. You could always still back out of the class. You could always look at this.
No, I'm not going to.
So you got to clean this out as you go. Okay. You got to take this off and clean it out as you go. Okay. But you see what I'm saying? If you're gonna, okay, if I was gonna go learn how to do tires, I would probably go say, hey, can I come work with you guys for a day and see if I even like it before I go to school for this? What do you guys think? You guys think that she should not get a hands-on before she goes to school?
Yeah, this is the first time.
We're having problems right there.
But
So,
it's liability.
But you know what? If you were going to go be a mathematician, well, the thing is that if you're going to be a mathematician, you get 1 whole year of basic class first, don't you? Before you, and then that's why people are mid-career and they're like, I don't think I should do this. I want to go be a pottery major. So see how I was snagging? That was my 10 blade. That's why they give you a driver's permit before they let you drive. So you can get your feet wet a little bit, try it out. So you haven't even done the clipper thing yet, huh?
No, because they don't allow me. I've watched. There's something different between watching and doing.
Absolutely. So remember I said stay on the body? You would come up and go off, come up and go off. Just stay on the body itself. Like follow it, follow the body. Don't come up and go off, come up and go off.
And that's where my timidity is, you know.
Make sure you check there for, if there's a scrotum section, it's going to be like, oh, you don't do that right there. It's okay, let go of him. Let go. There you go. You can if you want, but let him stand on his own. Or he'll feel you pushing and pulling, he'll be like, where do you want me at? He's hooking my tail. His tail's hooking my hand here. Put your hand there. Put it right there. No, just like this. Like he's gonna hold your hand here with his tail. Loose, loose. Right?
Yep.
Let go. Yeah, just like this right here. He'll play with you like this right here. Keep going. There's a lip on that tail there.
Got it.
Yeah, and he's playing. That's little body language.
Yeah.
Okay. If you didn't touch his tail, you wouldn't even know.
Nope.
You can let go. You don't have to. You know, but as long as you
But I
let go.
got the feel.
What's that, Jasper? What's that, baby? You happy? Are you happy? Okay. Are you happy? Yeah, you're such a good boy. Is that YouTube looking at you? YouTube looking at you? Hey. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Check the heat. You can do this. It's okay. If I'm going to do a sanitary, I'm going to change it so it's clean. Cool. Okay, can I have you up, 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 up? Good boy.
Now, are you always on the body of the dog, or there's some areas where you would gently kind of approach it?
I feel like I'm doing it gently here, like I'm very
Yeah,
skimming.
that's
So I'm not always on the body.
Okay, but here, stand
Well,
on
if you want
body.
that guard to go through the hair, you have to go through the hair. You can't be above the hair. You see, lift up. Good boy. So all that skimming right there. Let me check your armpit. This is a lot of work, huh? I'm sore from Max. Okay, I'm skimming under his armpits, and then his legs are a tougher spot, so I'm actually going to come back with a 7 blade on the legs. And I'm going to skim on the 7 blade on the legs as well. You're there, so I'm going to do something here. Dee Dee is the whole package: skill, experience, and personality. I don't even have a dog and enjoy watching her work. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. I came back like the what? She just watched that dog blow dry it only to shave him? Oh no, we didn't do his blow dry yet. That, you know, I would not waste my time like that, okay? Okay, 7 blade on the legs here. Okay, we'll do the front. You want to sit down? We'll do the front.
Yeah, I haven't learned about the blades or anything.
Oh, you still have a lot to go.
Yeah, I know nothing. I've just been observing. Mhm. But this school is very comprehensive. The CEO of the school, which is an instructor, she's been in the pet grooming industry for, I believe, 40 plus years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
A lot of licking here. I can see a lot of licking, tangled hair. If it turns maroon, that's a lot of licking, cleaning. Sometimes you could be looking for something like a hot spot.
Does it just take a practice to know what kind of tension to put on the dog's body and so forth? Okay.
You can't do it until you pick up a pair of clippers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't,
Yeah.
you're not going to gauge it. And I say practice on your arm.
Okay.
Practice on your arm.
Okay.
This one lady, and you might still be watching, she wrote me an email. She said, Dee Dee, I constantly nick my dog's tummy when I shave it. So I told her, she told me her age, and again, she was in the 70s and 80s, I think. And I said, you cannot groom your dogs anymore. No more. No more grooming your dogs until you stop nicking your dog. Or you're going to turn your dog into a mean dog for me, right? And she's not even here, not even in the same state. I said, practice on your arm. If you can't go down your arm and not nick yourself, you can't nick your, if you boom, boom, boom,
That's
and you nick yourself.
Outstanding suggestion.
If it's like, well, I would rather you try to do your private parts, because that's really what it comes down to when you're working on a female dog or a male dog and you nick a private part. I would rather you know how to shave your own private part, but let's not go there, okay? Because everybody doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But if you really want to get nitty gritty, you go try to groom your own private parts where you've got to deal with this and this and this and this stuff and the eyeballs and all that, then you might really realize, I need to be freaking careful here. Right?
Right.
I'm going to nick the eye here. No, you're not. You're not going to nick the eye because you nicked your, if you ever nicked your something, it's like, no, you would never want to nick down there.
Right.
Or your anal area. You would never want to nick that area because it's a tough heel, it hurts, and you better know what you're doing, right? I hate to be disgusting, but it's true. So if you can't go down your arm and without nicking your arm, and especially if you're older because your skin has changed, if you nick because you're like 80 years old, you know what I'm talking about. It's reality. My skin's going to change when I hit 80. If I'm shaving my arm and I'm nicking and nicking and nicking, I have too much pressure on my arm with that blade, right?
Yeah.
Or even around your ear. Try to groom around your ear. You're going to nick this little right here,
Sure.
right? This flap.
Sure.
That's right here. That's under the armpit. So she says, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it too. I don't have my grooming kit yet. It's been ordered as part of the
Yep.
curriculum. It's at the school.
Do you know what clipper you're going to get?
I don't know.
Did you choose the brand already?
The school chooses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. do a 4 guard down on the face here. I can see they trimmed your face. Yeah. They did trim your face, the hair out of your eyeballs. Okay, hold on here. Let me loosen this up. Put my finger underneath. Grab the chin hair. Be safe, please. I know you're fighting it. Up on there. Okay. Let me pick you up. Look up. You wagging your tail? You happy? Some dogs wag their tail for affection. Some dogs wag their tail for touch. Some dogs wag their tail because they're going to bite you. It doesn't mean they're happy. But he is happy. When he wags his tail, he's happy.
How do you know? Just with experience of the dog?
Yeah.
So again, would you say with the body, you want to just apply direct, yeah.
You can't go, I don't know what you're thinking, but you
Yeah.
cannot not touch the body.
Yeah.
This guard is going to leave the hair this thick. You have to lay it all the way to the skin.
Okay.
You can push down real and look, like I don't need to do that. I've already done the haircut there. So when you came over here and you're doing this, don't do that again.
Okay.
Because you're wasting time.
Sure.
Because it's already down, we have to bathe them, dry them, and do it again then.
Okay.
So then, that's why I said, go back to this, where the hair is where you need to cut it, right? Okay. Look at your face, it's so cute. It's so cute. And maybe I'm getting 40 blade. So the 40 blade, I used it earlier. Do you know what it's used for?
Used for the.
You guys tell her, where's the 40 blade used for? Where am I going to use the 40 blade? I just did 2 videos on the 40 blade. Anybody? For the pads. There you go. Good job. Got your life. Good job. Okay. So we're going to get our dog up stand. This one's going to be too high right there. This is just right, or you can get a mini. The mini might be just too low, but this will just give him some back support. While I hike this leg here. Some folks want to use the dog up stand the entire groom. I don't say that that's what I would do. I'm in and out, in and out. I save it where I need to use it, and then I bring it back down. Put your foot down here, bud. There you go. Wait, no. This one. Okay, hold on, let go, and then start over. He's like, which way? What do you want me to do? So I'll let go both sides, let him balance himself out, and then pick up the next foot. No, don't go that direction. And then back down. Okay, we can move this. Here, come here, hold like a pencil, and go move quickly. Do the pads. Use this hand, hold the pads. So you're clicking the nail, go around the nail. I'm holding his head because, you know, just in case he does something. Go faster.
I'm afraid.
That's good enough.
Is it?
Yep.
Even that?
Well, I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
So then I turn my clipper around. So it's not going in, right? It's not going in. The hair's growing down. You're going down with it. It's not going in. Turn your clipper around. Get the hair going in it. And I'm using this amount of the clipper to pull it up and shave it at the same time.
Just the side.
You can see the whole whole blade is not. Excuse me. The whole blade is not hitting, right?
I see.
Go in between that nail. Look at that nail. It's in the way. Just spreading it out. Okay, now that's a 40 blade. I'm going to have you do this 10 blade on his pads. Don't drop the clipper, okay? You're doing good, but don't drop it. You're going to turn it on there. I usually like my clippers with the power buttons on the side so I can use like a guitar. You can boom, boom, boom on the same hand. Not take your clipper off, turn it on and off. Depending on where the power button is, that's where they are. Some of them are like this. You got to stop, turn it off. Some of them are like this. Stop, turn it off.
Sure.
So here I can actually train my body to turn it on here like a guitar.
Got it. Nice.
Okay? Yeah. And then the other ones, the other Andis 2-speed was right here.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this is good. So then when you're doing it, you just try to learn where your on and off button is. If you're not grooming, it's off. Because this gets hot. Okay. And you see me, I switch out blades.
Yeah.
You don't have enough blades, you're going to use Cool Lube. Okay. All right, so you can be here. And this is a 10 blade. So you're going to come in and do that. And then just watch how, go back that way. That's better. I got you, bud. Jasper, stand up. Go this way. The difference I'm going to show you with that 10 blade is it does not get the hair off like that 40 blade.
No, it doesn't.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
So when you're trying to go quicker and you want to get done faster, this is going to take a long time, and you're not going to get it down to the...
No.
Are you?
No.
The 40 blade is its own blade for the pads, and you can go fast and then put it back. And
It's barely even touching it.
it's barely cleaning it. This is what we learn in school, 10 blade.
Is that right?
Yeah. They would never let us use a 40 in school.
It would take so long.
Well, you'll never get the pads like I have them.
No.
You'll never have you'll just clean them up best you can with that 10 blade.
Sure.
You guys have no idea. If you don't have a 40 blade, go order one from my website, myfavoritegroomer.com. You'll be like, oh my gosh. But the 40 blade is only for the pads, only for emergencies on clumped up hair or something like that. But pads, okay, that's what they're for. Some groomers I've seen use them on clean feet on poodles, but pads alone, the 40 blade is a miracle. It's a beautiful blade on the pads. Are you done? You're done, right? Or you just forget it?
Well, I just don't feel like I'm getting it.
You're not, because
Yeah.
it's not. It's not going
Yeah.
to take it. It's not going to take it down like that. Look,
No. It's just
right? It's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah. So in school they teach you to use it that
10
way.
blade.
My
It'll be a
goodness.
10 or a 15, maybe a 30.
For safety reasons.
Maybe. Maybe. Because you might use its 40 blade somewhere else on accident. Hold on. I got you. I got you, bud. He's got a lot of burrs in there, too.
Gosh.
That's from outside. That tells me they actually walked.
Yeah. Which is good.
It is good. Okay. All right, let me go over here, put that up, get our nail clipper. And let me see this foot. Okay, you gotta put that knee down. There you go. He's putting his tail in front of me on purpose. Is that it? Need my glasses. Okay, stay there. Stay there. See, as soon as I let go, he balanced himself. Okay, let go. Don't, you're okay. You're okay. You gotta move your tail, man, Jasper. No. In my head, I've learned to groom alone because I groom alone. So when you're not here, who's gonna hold them then? Nobody.
Right.
So you are gonna have to learn how to groom alone. So if you always learn to groom with someone else, when you're alone with that next dog, what are you gonna do? Okay? Let go. That one looked like it ripped a little bit. Let me look. Let me look. Don't look at me like that. No, no. Let me see. Oh, that's a really.
That's
Oh,
a
don't look at me.
long one.
Don't look at me like that.
Sorry, baby.
No, you're okay.
It's alright.
You're okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
You fighting it? It's okay. Okay, let me see here. I think I called this out last time.
That's alright.
Just so abnormal. You can
On
feel in
the
there.
other side.
Feel. Just close your eyes and feel in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what a dog's do claw,
Yeah, I
right?
do.
Okay, that's abnormal, right?
Yeah.
So I called it out last time. I remember that, but it is an unusual.
And it's not on the other side.
I'll let you feel.
Sure.
Okay, that one's close. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Let's see here. Let me look at your ears. Go ahead, feel in the other one. Tell me if this feels the same. And you could have felt from that direction. You could have felt while you were still standing over there.
It's a bit different.
There's no whole. There, it's huge difference.
Yeah.
It's not the same at all. Okay, let's check his ears here. Got ear here? Okay. Okay, let me get in here. Let me get in here. You're okay. Let me see, Jasper. I know, don't move like that. Need that ear hair puller pad now. Okay, let me see. Let me see one more time.
Yeah, it's okay. Hi, I know. I know it.
No, no. Da ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Very good, Jasper. Oh, very good. You were holding your breath? Yeah, I know. I know you were holding your breath, man. Okay, switch sides. Let me get this one. Don't bite me now. You gave me some warning looks over there. Okay, never mind. I'll just put this on. Yeah, you would have bit me there, right? It's okay. You're okay.
Let me know if you want me to do anything.
Let me see. Let me see. No, 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 no. Just what's in the ear canal. None of this other stuff. This other stuff is not in the ear canal. Don't worry about it. Okay, good. Good boy. See how that came out? How that came out of that one ear? Okay, take this off. Who put that on there anyway, man? All right, get our 10 blade back out. We're going to clean his face up. Here we go.
Alright, watch you over here.
A lot of eye booger stuff here. See all that? Right? Gross, right?
Yeah.
Wash the dog's face daily, it won't be there. You guys still see? Okay. You can step over there on that side. Chop, chop, chop. All these little knots, I'm going to just skim, pull them out. You see them?
Yep. Sure do.
Probably couldn't see them in the camera though. I'm going to take all that maroon stuff out. That goes in the mouth, just goes in but to the teeth. And go up backwards there, go into the clipper. See, the hair goes into the clipper there. Okay? Yeah, you're doing so good. There's a mat right there. I'm going to skim it out.
So when you first started, were you timid?
Yes, absolutely. You need about 3 years experience and you'll be better.
So
You'll be
how
better rhythm.
how I
You'll
am
figure yourself
is
out.
normal?
Yes.
Like, to feel-
Yep. You're not going to be able to go, I'm in it.
No.
And if you do, you'll probably do something wrong.
Yeah.
The things to remember are things that you don't do. When someone says, don't ever do that, write it down and memorize it. And when you come over and you're doing something, and you are like, one of the things that you, right there, you are leaning over to look at the ear. You would not want to lean over a dog that might bite your throat. Right? So don't ever lean over an animal. So that's, you're going to write that down. Don't lean over an animal. What did you hear me say? Don't put your head in a kennel.
Yeah.
Don't use the 40 blade anywhere but the pads. Like all these don'ts.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to listen for yourself not to get hurt. And then your technique comes with you using the tools daily and figuring out, memorizing your patterns and looking at your body and saying, am I stretching too far? Am I doing too much? Am I going, you know what I mean?
Sure.
For my, like I keep correcting you, don't bend your back. You're going to hear me now in your head later.
Yeah.
I'm bending my back. Dee Dee said, don't bend my back. You know,
Right.
my table's too short. You might go to 3 different groom shops and you're not found home yet.
Sure.
Tried all these different tables. All these don't do's will be in your head. Memorize those.
Okay.
But don't become addicted to them. Just know about it and then have that guide you in being a good groomer.
Okay.
Right? That will keep you safe.
Yeah. And I want
Like
the
we're wearing
dog
gloves
safe.
for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, we're wearing a mask for a reason. I'm not going to have you wear gloves and a mask just to waste time and money, because this is money, right?
Sure.
And switching them out twice for every dog is money, right?
Sure.
And time. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to the bath. Okay, wait. I got you, man. Okay, you're going to bathe them. You have 5 minutes. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Oh gosh. She's gonna fire me. Okay, wet the dog all the way up top to bottom. Don't spend too much time there, because you're gonna have to wet him more anyway. Kind of get them wet a little bit everywhere, and then we're gonna do 1 to 2 pumps shampoo, rub it around, and then start applying. Oh, this is your shampoo here. I'm working on a broken gallon, so here's
That's all right.
this pump right here. And your gallons may break on you. So spread it out good so it's not too clumpy and takes a long time to rinse out. Spread it out good. A little tip on top of the head. It's hard to feel it with the gloves on, but just kind of work it around. And this one, there's such short hair, you can really move your hands. Like get in there, yep, yep, yep. You're not going to see a lot of sudsy bubbles and stuff. That's okay. That's not the kind of shampoo it is. And then start working, turn your nozzle on and start working that. And we help that make there some lather. Don't just wash it all off, rub it, and kind of rub it as you go. And then put the nozzle down and then kind of work that water into the coat. Okay, girl, you're bending down too far low.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get in there now. I'm going to take over.
Okay.
Thank you. You rinse your hands here. Okay. grab a towel in there, right in there. Yep, and they're clean. Use that, and then I'm gonna use that. Okay, come here, bud. Let's clean this out too, so it doesn't keep filling up. Get your bum here. The bum's a little dirty, bud. Go up here. Get on your armpit. Let me see here.
And speed will come with practice, yeah?
Yes. Really need to get this washed. I'm not doing full pumps of right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking to YouTube and you. I'm not doing full pumps, like full on pumps of shampoo, just enough to kind of get around. Conditioner. Okay. This hand helps me hold the nozzle. This hand helps me feel if there's soap left. Up. We'll turn you around. Under the armpits likes to hold soap. Now I'm going to get my nozzle cover here.
That's so great.
Right?
He's doing so well. Yeah.
So cool.
I'm just taking it in.
Okay, free comb, just to double check here, eyeballs. See? And that's nothing compared to some dogs. They're kind of going, "Eep."
Yeah, it's pretty busy. It's almost summer.
Okay, I'm gonna use this towel.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna let you towel dry him, okay?
Okay, I think I'm done. Yeah, it's okay. Let me get your head a little bit more. Good dog. Good baby. Good dog.
Created that. Those of you guys who want that shower cover, it's on there now. Keep in mind it's handmade in the United States by Betty Dyer in Florida. So when you are purchasing it, you're supporting her, okay? Just keep that in mind. Okay, let's do the blow dry. Let me get my glasses.
Okay. Where's the towel?
I'm gonna hang it right there. tiny right now. This is kind of normal movement, right? Now, instead of that for an hour, here, I got this. Here. It's not even touching one. Move your hand. Not really. No, but you need to position it so. Go ahead. Here, you're counting the minutes. So now you need to, he's up there, move. Did you tell? So I only gave you just a tweak, just a couple of seconds. If you were a groomer, what we do, this is our normal routine right here. Hold this dog up
Okay.
the whole time
Okay.
and blow dry.
Okay.
Now what if you could just free that hand up? And is it touching?
No.
Barely. It just reminds him to stay up.
Okay.
When you do this to a dog, you're actually letting him know you're going to support him. So he's leaning into you.
Okay.
And when I say let go, don't touch, he does it himself because he's capable. I'm sorry, bud. He's capable of doing it himself.
Okay.
So if you support him, he's gonna let you support him.
Okay.
Right? So even on the table, if you keep like you got it hands off, if they're senior disabled and all that, that's different.
Okay.
Put him on the table. Put him on the wall.
Mhm.
But do you notice that when
Yeah.
he does that? When
Yeah.
you try to help him over here, look. Where you push, the dog's gonna lean into you. Look,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
look. He's leaning. He's gonna
Sure.
push back into my hand because he's gonna help him get up or wherever. Right?
Sure.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is.
If I'm like, don't go up the table, he's actually gonna push more harder onto my hand, which that's into the table.
Okay.
Right? He's gonna push. Look, he's pushing.
Yep.
Are you gonna push? Are you gonna push? Yeah. So he does. He wants to do the opposite of what I'm doing. So let go. Let go. Step back and go. Let me see where do you really need me?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But you can see if you're going to have to blow dry him, let's just say he's an 80-pound dog and he doesn't want to stand up.
Uh-huh.
This has been my hand saver.
Okay. So it's not touching. It's just there.
It- Sometimes you have to make him like, oh, I do need to stand up. So you tighten it, loosen it, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But right here, I just need it in and out. I don't need it in there for 3 hours. We're here
Sure.
for 2 minutes. I need
Sure.
him up for 2 minutes.
Sure.
So for 2 minutes, I just need that under there, and that whole time you saw, I dried him already.
Right.
I let you experience it so you can get through your head like, why should I get that? Why
Yeah.
should I even consider that?
Yeah.
If you incorporated it in your grooms, you'll not only save time, but just the job gets easier in your hand.
Yeah.
But you have to incorporate it. That could sit over there on the floor and you never use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't use, like right now, we're just blow drying. I just need it for 2 minutes. Did it help me?
Right.
Absolutely, because he was sitting down otherwise.
Do most places have a device like
No.
that? No.
It would be, have you seen the strap around the tummy when the dog, the pancreas blew up? So they will do that. They'll do this. That's why you'll have an arm that has a top and has clips here. Because they'll do this.
Oh,
So
yes,
this takes
I
a
have
minute.
seen that.
This takes a minute, doesn't it, to put it here?
Uh-huh.
Right? And we click the dog up here. Feel there. You're in the medical industry.
Oh, yeah.
Can I rubber band your waist and hang it up in
No.
the air while I do your nails?
You're around vital organs.
Are we around vital organs? Did you guys hear that? You guys aren't even looking at her, but I mean, this is serious. Your opinion is serious because you are in the human health care.
Right.
Okay? So how about this? This is mandatory.
Sure.
It's either that or it's some kind of contraption here because otherwise if he does fall, there's nowhere else I can help him. It's
Right.
even worse damage.
Right.
So this is probably damaging, but it's the only thing we've got.
Yeah.
If you do around the arms and everything, it's going to be really hard to groom a dog like that, moving it, tweaking it. You got this you've got this
Yeah.
harness around the body like this.
Yeah.
If you were to groom a dog like this, right? it would be really hard to groom because then you're constantly taking it off because we're still moving this around, right?
Sure.
It's a tough call.
Yeah.
So I actually don't love the groom loop, but it's the only thing we've got.
Sure.
It took one dog jumping off the table twice for me to say, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I do not care. I don't care what you think, they think, I don't care what anything. Something has to be on the dog to give me a 1 second window of jumping. And that might be a jerk, and then I grab the dog like, oh my gosh, where are you going to jump off?
Mm-hmm.
But you need that window.
Mm-hmm.
Here, with this window of sitting down or whatnot to stand up and blow dry,
Yeah.
and then he can move off. He can actually step off of it. It's not a loop contraption that he can't get out of,
Right.
springing him up, right?
Yep.
Because a dog that's sitting down is going to now sit down on that
Sure.
string, wire, whatever, chain. I've seen a chain.
Ugh.
So if you're going to use some kind of mechanism, then it can't do damage where you can't see, which is internal.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand
That I
that.
know. Yeah.
You know, there's internal. There's internal damage doing here.
Yeah.
If I kept him for 5 hours for a groom, there's definitely some damage there.
Yeah. I mean, a dog could vagal down.
Yep, absolutely. And they do. That's why they get collapsed trachea. But you need to be aware of it too. Okay. Okay, stay here with him, will you? So if we started at, you came here at what time, 9?
Yeah.
So we started, let's just say 9:20, 10:20, 11:20. It's 11:42 now. So your time is out, okay?
Right.
I'm going to let you help me finish him and then we'll say goodbye.
Sure.
Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
So you're getting extra time.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
All right, here we go. When you have someone here that's working with me and she's in the medical industry or was in the medical industry, it's really cool. I mean, I might be like, hey, let's do an interview later because your opinion's validated by what you work with and what you've been doing, right? Don't you guys think?
I feel like I know nothing though, because I don't know anything.
About this.
Yeah, about
But
this.
how about this? I don't know anything about what you've been doing for 30 years, right? Right? Do you guys know anything she's been doing for 30 years? No. Okay, we're back at our 4 guard.
And do you want me to hold or no?
Nope, you don't have to hold. I need the holding is for you.
Yeah.
I need the trash can though. Okay, thank you. Remember, we used a 7 on the leg, so it's not going to be the same as the 4 guard here. This one probably needs you can kind of tell what I'm talking about. This probably eventually needs maybe either a week or less. Right now, I'll do it. The Andis blade drive. It probably wouldn't hurt to change it. You see some of these little lines?
Yeah.
Lines will be in there from the way you stroke, the way your stroke is, heavy-handed. Stroke is this way, this way, this way. If you make all those arches in the lines in the coat, you're going to have to take them all out later.
So you just go in
With the hair flow.
Right.
Until you get better and you want to learn something else, just in your head, just do the hair flow. But you'll learn that in school.
Sure.
And you will mess up.
Yeah.
You will mess up in school. And that's why it's a school.
Yeah. Did you go to school?
I went to a PetSmart school.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, a lot of places do have apprenticeships.
Mm-hmm.
Which is wonderful.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It was a tough learn. I would have rather have paid. It was a tough learn, yeah. I learned some things in there I wouldn't wish upon anybody. Witnessing it or being around it. Would never do some of the things that some of the management did. I would never do that, treat people like that.
So do you think I'll get it in time?
Get it in time for what?
Get it in time.
You'll get everything in time. Did you get your job as a respiratory in time?
Yes.
Yes.
In time.
In the very beginning, was it tough?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And now you're a pro at it, right?
Yes.
Would you say
I
you're
would
a
think
master
so.
at it? Yes.
My evaluations were excellent.
I would say you're a master at what you were doing.
Fantastic.
And now you're going to take on something totally different. And it's just going to take time.
I just need to be patient with myself.
Absolutely.
Right? And forgiving myself.
Absolutely.
Because I want this so bad.
Why do you want this so bad? I don't think you told me, but the passion behind it is coming from where? Like what? You didn't just wake up one day. It's always been there somehow. Am I wrong?
No, I dissected this decision.
How long?
Down.
10 years?
For the last 2.
2 years.
For the last 2 years.
Okay. The last 2 years you dissected being a groomer,
Being a groomer.
not a veterinarian,
No,
not a this or that, not a vet tech,
correct. Being a
but a groomer. Okay, and tell me why.
Because I think it's important for the dog to be properly cleaned, to prevent diseases, and I love dogs. I mean, I would take a bullet for a dog.
Really? Really?
Really?
Really?
Really?
Did you hear what she said?
Really, and that's I'm not embellishing that. I really would. I just
She
love
would
them.
take a bullet for a dog.
I would.
That's some love right there.
Yeah, I light up, people will tell you, I just light up like a Christmas tree when I see dogs.
Really?
I just melt and when I'm at a party, if there's not a dog, I'm like, oh, there's no dog.
Really?
Yes.
So why are you going to those parties? You're going to the wrong parties.
I need to
Go to the
play
animal
date.
shelter.
Yeah, you're
Go
right.
to the animal shelter, go to the rescue group. You're hanging out with the wrong people.
I mean, I love my friends, don't get me wrong.
I'm just
but
messing.
I know, it's just, I don't know. Dogs bring me, they're my happy place.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
my
I'm gonna-
dog is the brightest spot in my life.
Your dog.
My dog.
And you have one dog?
I have one dog. Can I say what breed or no?
What? Yeah.
Okay. He's a black pug. I named him Cash after Johnny Cash.
Cool.
And he's 4. And he's just the love of my life.
Makio, are you out there? She's got a black pug. Makio does pug rescue, senior ride rescue in California, Hollywood.
Really?
You should connect with her. You should connect with
my
her.
heart would melt.
Makio, are you out there?
Are you out there?
This mat right here in his ear, I'm going to shave it out. See how big it is?
Yeah.
Big, right? Can't even tell. Couldn't even tell. See how big that is? Brush your tail. Good dog though, huh?
Great dog. Both of these dogs have been excellent learning
Too bad
tools.
she didn't meet some of those mean dogs. So this is what I've got to say about your impression.
Yeah.
Now, the first time you get bit, what's going to happen?
You tell me, I don't know.
Are you going to?
I'm not gonna hang it up.
You may not. Okay, you
You
can't.
know.
You can't say that. You can't predict the future, can you? You may not hang it up, but what if your thumb got bit off?
That.
You can't even predict that. Is the
No.
thing.
Yeah.
What happens mentally, you can't predict that.
Yeah.
The first time you injure an animal, you're going to feel pretty bad that day. And then you're going to go home that night and you're going to wonder, am I even doing the right thing? This was a dream, and all this stuff is going to come over you, and you're going to go, is this right for me? I don't know what to do, okay?
Yeah. naturally.
And I know you had to have run into that in healthcare. You know, nothing was perfect in healthcare, was it? Or did you not? There's no way you could have caused injury that you're aware of.
No.
No way.
No.
So boom, I could cut his tail
Because
off
I'm
right
cautious.
now.
I was
Boom.
very cautious.
You know. Okay.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, it could happen, and in this is serious.
Yeah, those shears are sharp.
They're very sharp. I'm gonna do a video on sharp stuff here pretty soon. You guys are really, really gonna enjoy it. So you need to mentally be prepared, and you're probably gonna go pretty slow. You can see how fast I'm moving.
Yeah.
Right? Am I on fast forward? No. It sure looks that way though, doesn't it? Because I am very comfortable with my tools. If I was in your world doing your thing, I'm pretty sure you would be comfortable with your tools too. At first, you're probably going to go slow for a long while, for the first year and 2 months. And then as you get more comfortable, then you'll feel more comfortable with the tools you're using. Or you might go, you know what? I hate the anxiety scissors give me, so I'm going to use the guard a lot more
Sure.
than I'm going to use scissors.
Sure.
Okay, and that's why some people are like, why do you always use a guard? Well, they're a little bit safer
Right.
than straight on blade, shear blade.
Sure.
You might have a dog moving around too much and you are going to be nervous. You better get the guards out.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff is not going to come with your kit. You're going to go, I remember that Dee Dee said that. And you know what? Hopefully this video, sometimes they don't save. But every now and then they don't work out. You know, YouTube has YouTube and delivery and stuff. But you might go, at least I can look back at that video. It'll be out there for a long time.
Will this one be out there?
It's out there now.
Okay.
It'll be out. It's out there now, and then you'll be able to watch it after it totally loads. Because it's like on a feeding right now. It's feeding into YouTube
Sure.
because it's live,
Okay.
and then it has to have time to process.
So I can go back and look up the date.
I would go back and yeah. I would just go save the link and email it to yourself, and then you'll have it. You'll have the link. Because as more videos come, you're gonna get lost.
Okay. So by the end of the day.
Yeah, by the end of the day, it should load.
Sure.
It's a pretty long one, so.
Sure.
You hear those people next door? That's what it is? It's okay. This dew claw thing, I would probably have it removed. Like, I'm not gonna mess with it, but I'm just saying, like, if it were my dog, I'd probably have it removed. I told him last time, I swear I think if he could just cut it open and pus would come out. You know what I mean? That thing right there?
Yeah. So you've told him.
Yeah.
And are you with the school of thought that if you've told them once and there's been no action, you just leave it alone?
Yeah,
or
I'm
do
not
you
gonna keep.
remind? Okay.
What would you do?
I would keep reminding.
Really? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
No.
they know.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a, hey, don't forget about that. It was like, come look at this with me. It was a detailed look.
Sure. It was education.
And you don't want to be like, every time I go in there, she's always telling me about this eye thing, this cherry eye. That Shih Tzu right there, she's had a cherry eye the whole time I've been grooming her. I would love to have it removed, but it's not my dog.
Sure.
And I told her, if I were me, I would have it removed. But it's their dog.
I am going to watch more videos.
If you go to My Favorite Groomer, oh sorry, you're kind of on the thing here, youtube.com/myfavoritegroomer, then you'll be on my channel. And in there, on the dashboard of my channel, you can click on videos, you can click on live videos, you can click on all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
There's a difference between YouTube and then the channel dashboard.
Okay.
So each YouTuber that's on YouTube has a channel dashboard, and you can go within that and look within that.
Okay.
You can also look within the entire YouTube. That's different, right? Now you're looking at
that's what
hundreds.
I've been
Right,
doing.
right.
Yeah.
That's hundreds of
YouTube
videos.
dashboard under.
So you can do that, or you can also do, and you know, there's so many videos, and I've tried, I think 2 years ago, started doing this playlist. So you can go to YouTube itself and Google and type in My Favorite Groomer playlist, and then you'll get all my playlists. So if you just want to watch Shih Tzus, then you go there, you hit repeat, play, and then re-loop, so it loops through 3,000 videos that are, you know, if there's that many in a playlist. I don't think there's that many in a playlist yet. But so many other people have made their own playlists as well, and when you type in My Favorite Groomer playlist, you'll see other people's playlists. You'll see my playlist, but you'll also, you'll see the name of the YouTube channel that created their playlist. And if my videos are in their playlist, let's just say they like watching all the aggressive dogs, and all the aggressive dogs are in Rebecca's playlist called Dee Dee's Aggressive Dogs, then you'll see Dee Dee's playlist in there.
Got it.
Anybody who's made a playlist, it will pop up like that. It's pretty cool. Because there's Kayla, I think, in Utah, has made a lot of playlists for me. She started doing that like 4 years ago. It was pretty nice of her.
Nice.
Before I had the time.
Imagine your book solid.
I don't know what book solid means, but I have a nice schedule.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And you have repeat customers.
Lots of repeats.
Yeah.
Okay. All this stuff, huh? Yeah.
Is it wrong to use a prong collar as a noose? Oh my goodness. He's so good.
It's pretty good. He's getting wore out. You wore out? You ready to go? I feel you, bud. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. Get my brush out. And brush your ears. You guys good there?
Look, he looks so beautiful.
So this dog grooming with Melissa is upset that she says you have literally done nothing. Is that true? Do you want to comment on her?
That I've done nothing?
I think that's what she's saying. She said this poor girl, she's either talking to me or you.
Oh.
So she thinks maybe you paid for nothing here.
Oh no. No, I came here to observe. And
Your payment was to observe, correct?
Yes.
And your class was booked to observe only, correct?
Correct.
Right. No touching.
Correct.
What did I do for you?
You've done more. You've given me more
Yeah.
of an opportunity.
I've let you touch some clippers, bathe, put your hands on the dog a little bit. So
Which I've never done before with the groomers that I've shadowed and so forth. I'm sure because of liability issues. Yeah.
So dog grooming with Melissa, if you didn't watch the very beginning, definitely go back and watch the very beginning of the video because we explained all that, right? Right? When you first came in, Therese?
Right. Correct.
We talked about all that.
Correct.
Trust you me, I'm not going to take advantage of anybody.
No.
Nobody.
No, she was here to educate me.
Have I taken advantage of you?
No.
Are we going over the time you paid right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never. And if you even, yeah, you must not. It's okay. We'll leave you alone. I'm going to come up like this. You can do ears a bunch of different ways. I'm going to keep his short because they like to get matted. Did we just cut a mat out?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to come up and just follow. Hold the meat in between your fingertips here. You can do ears like an artist however you want.
Sure.
As long as the pet parent likes it too.
That's what I understand. You have to, well, this is what I've heard. You adhere to the guidelines of the client.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want the eyelashes long on a
Leave them long.
schnauzer,
Mhm.
you leave them long.
If you don't like them long, you can tell them, I don't really love them long. You want to try them short sometime? You
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah,
But it's their dog, and they're paying. They're the
Sure.
client. They're the customer.
sure.
Unless, you know, I'm going to tell you if I think it's matted and it's matted too many times and I don't want to help you anymore. I'll tell you all that, right?
Right, right,
Shouldn't you?
right, absolutely.
Does your doctor tell you when you're really overweight that you should lose weight before you get heart disease?
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so we can tell you what we think and don't think and this and that for a reason, but if it's just aesthetics, the way it looks, then there's no value in healthcare for the dog, then you can say, okay, let's do it. Okay, whatever you want.
Sure.
Whatever you want, sir. You can do ears however you want. This is how I'm going to do his ears today. Might change next time he comes in.
They look lovely.
They match his body, you know, proportional.
Yeah.
And because he was, you saw, it looked like they cut his face already out of the way. So that means his hip, in the amount of time he comes in, I think it's 2 months, his face gets heavy. You're such a doll. You're such a doll.
So cute. Oh my goodness.
Those of you guys, Callie, Melissa P, Chastity, you know, those of you guys who've watched hundreds and hundreds of videos and know my work really well, is there anything you want to tell Therese before she moves forward? Because she's only watched 6 videos. We're about to close out in about 6 minutes, so if there's anything you want to say right now, just let her know this and that, do this and that, this and that. Tell her right now.
Please, I welcome the feedback. Give me some take-home messages.
If you just got here, smash the like button, and you know, if you don't really know what's going on, go back and watch the very beginning of this video. Understand where Therese is coming from, her background, her college education, things like that. Understand what you're working with first, and then try not to judge, because let the Lord do that. It's pretty amazing to be in her 50s and then switching careers.
Yeah, so
It's pretty amazing. Let me see, let me cut this back here.
So yeah, I left a career of 30 years, nearly 30 years in healthcare, and I'm embarking on a different career, i.e. dog grooming, and I am enrolled in professional pet grooming school, and I'm 50.
Doing a recap.
So I'm grooming, I'm shadowing Dee Dee, I've shadowed some local groomers, and so what sort of advice can you offer me? Watch more videos.
She's reading. She's reading.
It's pretty amazing. We need more people like Dee Dee. Good luck with your new career. Watch
Cool.
her videos and her interactions with others. She shares and gives feedback to her community. Oh, Taryn, I introduced myself at the start of the video.
Watch back. Don't repeat yourself. Go watch back, okay?
Yeah.
Because we're about to close out. So go ahead and anybody have comments for her?
Enjoy the career change. Learn from her coaching and advice. Dee Dee is a great ambassador for dog grooming. It is amazing knowing you can change a life.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I love it. Don't be afraid of the dogs. I've learned everything I know from Dee Dee. She's amazing and awesome.
Okay, I'm not talking about Dee Dee powwowing. I'm telling you.
I like you, trainee. There we go. Keep
Awesome.
being gentle. Learn to care for yourself and others, like in healthcare.
Awesome.
Sarah sounds to me, okay, we're gonna. Also, she is humble. Don't be harsh on dogs. I feel you will do well. You have non-intense energy. Aww, thank you.
Because mine is intense.
I want to be a dog groomer too because of Dee Dee. Keep up your enthusiasm. You're a great trainee. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
I love this.
Powerful?
Woo-hoo.
Powerful?
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
That's good take home too, Melissa. Thank you for reminding me. Don't stress out your body, as Dee Dee pointed out to me several times. Pay attention to the temperament of the dog to make sure you and the dog are safe while grooming. Don't yell at them. Don't yell at the dogs. Your confidence will come with experience. Thank you. Someone heard you, Taryn. Yes, you're intense, Dee Dee. Some people like intense groomers. I like gentle ones. Be confident in yourself. Don't be nervous. The dogs can sense your nerves. Yes, I need to work on that. Have you gotten any hands-on grooming yet? Even nail shaving? No, I have not.
Today was her first touch of a clipper, right?
Yeah, today was my very first touch with clipper. I've also bought my supplies from Dee Dee to lead you in the right direction. I'm going to Texas next year, hopefully going to visit Dee Dee. I encourage you to do so, yes. Good luck in
It's a lot of good stuff out there.
It was nice watching you. Oh, thank you so
Woo-hoo.
much.
Thank you so much,
all.
Therese, for your
Thank
investment in
you.
your education.
Thank you.
Are you happy?
I am thrilled. I am thrilled.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And
You
you and
exceeded my expectations.
yay, that's awesome.
Truly.
Thank you so
Truly.
much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
She bought her face mask for a reason. Why did you buy a
I
face
did.
mask?
For safety. For safety.
It's no joke.
We wear them in healthcare. This is no different. This is no different.
You put on those gloves without hesitation. Another groomer might be like, I don't need those.
We need them.
Wow, what a great example. It's
We need
really
them
close.
to
This is
prevent
Yeah.
germs, cross-contamination, injuries, slivers.
don't pay to learn. Are you serious? Don't pay to learn?
disagree.
You need to continue your education. If you're not continuing your education in some way, shape, or form, I would hate to wonder what you have learned in the last however many years you've been doing whatever job it is. We both agree, as a licensed real estate agent, as a licensed respiratory, you have got to continue your education. And let me tell you, with us, it's mandated. That means the state or the city, whatever, the state, right? The state?
Yeah.
The state mandates my continued education. Do you know how much I have to spend on education every 2 years for real estate alone? I would never tell someone, don't go pay someone to teach you anything. I would never say that. That would never come out of my mouth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to understand that.
Yeah.
I don't get that at all. We're
Yeah.
on 2 different pages, man. All right, so you guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for your
much.
donations. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Therese, for letting me record you learning from me.
You're welcome.
And really, you paid for a shadow, and we let you do a few little things more
Yes.
so that you can get a feel
And
of
with
it.
more time.
Mm-hmm. And
Thank
I hope you
you.
had fun.
I
hope you
had a lot of fun.
and a little bit more time, that's right. All right, we love you guys. Thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate it. You can check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com for your supplies, your needs, your groomer needs, your table, your clippers, whatever it is that you might need. And you can get the dog upstand at dogupstand.com. Was that dog upstand helpful?
Yes.
And you only used it like 30 seconds.
Yes.
So cool.
It's very safe too.
Did you feel like it was safe?
I thought so. Yes.
Did it hurt him?
No.
Just slid it under there, right?
It helped me. as
Yeah,
the
in just a few
bather.
seconds. So that's awesome.
And I'm not getting paid to say these things.
I know. No way.
I'm not getting paid.
All right, we love you guys. I love you guys.
Bye.
No hard feelings, okay? And you guys need anything, you holler at me, okay? All right, thanks for being here. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much.
Smash that like button. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
You're so lovely.
You're so welcome.
And thank you so much, baby doll.